How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Big Six. It's a late one. United played. SAEED will be with us shortly. Obviously, I don't know if his match reaction's out yet, but like last week, he will be here and we'll discuss United when that's time. So the six of us will be present. But listen, like, hype, subscribe, do all of that stuff nice and early. 2,000 likes is the target, nice and early. So I can ask for 3,000 by the end of it. Make it make sense, people. Do what you need to do. Make sure you subscribe to the individual channels in the description below. And yeah, we got a lot to talk about, results wise again and preview wise again. So really there's no real time to waste because it is a late one already. I know a few of us are cutting it fine and have to go by a certain time. So are we all good? Matisse, Tobs, Steve, GRIZZ, all good? Yeah, nice.
Yeah, good.
All right, well, let's do it. Big up the community. How many we got here? 1.9k already. Come on. All right, let's start. I mean, recently we've been starting with the title race a lot, so I guess it's only right to start there. Matisse.
Yep. Let's start with the title.
You're so predictable, you know that. I just knew you was gonna say that. I just knew
we've been friends for a long time now, bro. You got me on a chair talking for 3 hours and branching out. I hope you know me by now.
I've already sent the link to Don. If you're wondering, you know what I mean. I think it's only right that he comes here and explains what the hell he was talking about on Monday. I heard Fofana being compared to Gabriel. I heard a lot of things. Man City at the Etihad, watch out, and all this stuff. So yeah. So I listen, I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for Don. Don is a different cup of tea. That's why we chose him. You know what I mean?
We chose it.
Some people like 2 sugars. I like to think I'm just 1 sugar. Do you know what I mean? Don
You're not 1 sugar.
Well, how many sugars am I, brother?
Nah, Don. You know, Don's one of them cup of teas where you leave the tea bag in the cup and it gets a bit like fucking dark and grey and a bit shit. Yeah, it's like shit. That's what Don is. Tea, the builder's brew tastes like shit.
What did he say though? When you sent him the link? What's going on?
Well, he said he's at a function, and he said he'll try to join if he can.
He's at a Christmas party, a work Christmas party in Leeds. Doesn't this brother work in London?
That's what I thought.
Done.
He's on a world tour. But he's on a national tour, isn't it? Like last week, you know when they won a game, he went on a tour apparently, like every platform, every channel, every show. You know what I mean? So he's on a tour, man. Bless him, man. He's in Leeds tonight, man. But yeah, he needs to be brought to trial. It's unfair. It's unfair that we got our brother Matisse.
No, it's not unfair.
No, it's fine.
It's not unfair at all.
It's not unfair.
He deserves it.
I've said my fair share. I've said my fair share. I don't think I've taken it as far as he did on Monday, but I've said my fair share.
But listen, Donald shouldn't duck though. Not tonight.
Man said Donald.
Donald shouldn't duck tonight. I'm telling you that the names are ready, so he's got the link. Make sure you come and give that same energy.
Exactly. Matisse.
Let's see if he arrives. But what I will say is, listen, boy, that was a blamming. That was a real blamming. Yeah, we got cooked. From start to finish, really. I actually can't quite believe it. I think it's going to be going down as top 2, top 3 worst performance of the season. I'd be pretty impressed if they managed to do better than that for the rest of the season in terms of the game.
You mean worse?
You mean worse? In terms of can they trump that in terms of bad performances? Because we're going to Leeds. They're in the relegation zone. I think they got 3 wins to their name before that. Obviously, we've just finished kicking the crap out of Madueke if you're Enzo Fernandez. We've just finished squaring up to Nkapie if you're Pedro Neto. We've just finished, you know, I've even had bloody knuckles from the mob. We've just finished going to battle in that fixture. And it's like we almost came into this game. Few soldiers were missing. Took a couple guys out that were a bit handicapped. Do you know what I mean? And we came in with a half team, but a team that should win that game pretty convincingly if they, you know, at least do a professional job. Even if you win 1-0, you win 2-1, just do a job, right? Move on to the next because it's midweek, it's Ellen Road. There's a bit of rivalry there. And these lot, within the first 3 or 2, 4, 5 minutes, you could just tell they were on their fuckery, bro. You could just tell they were on their nonsense, bro. You get a feeling and you get a sense for it. When you're watching your team, you know when they're on their nonsense. And I could tell from the first few minutes that they were on it. And every single goal is comical that we conceded. Every single goal that we conceded is an individual error in some way, whether it's Enzo giving away the ball for the second. He was poor. Santos was shocking, I thought, in the midfield. Whether it was Delap losing his man on the corner and then Chalobah, I don't know if he's zonal marking or what's going on. And then tossing the whole game, really. was just ridiculous. Like, absolutely insane defending. For the third goal, for the basketball handball moment that he had, for just playing out, everything was just bad, man. Shocking. And they had double our XG. We had 2 shots on target the whole game. We were 6 points behind, and now we're 9. So we're done. We're done, dusted. And this is the funny thing: December. This is Dirty December, as they call it. And well, it's gonna get dirty. It's gonna get real dirty because this is our month. Very charitable, very much gift givers. If you get through December as a Chelsea player or as a manager, as a squad, in terms of you actually get good results, it probably means you're actually going to win the league. Because every season we do poorly in this month, whether it's Tuchel, Lampard, Maresca last year, Maresca this year. We don't go on to amount to do anything more than top 4. We just drop points, we lose games against any team. Doesn't matter. Don't look at the fixtures and think, oh yeah, they're favorable. It does not matter. The fact that they are favorable is probably an issue, because if they were tough, if they were big games against big teams, we'd actually probably turn up. And yeah, this was the fear. You know, you put all your heart and soul into Arsenal. You get your credit, considering you were down to 10 men for half of the game. You didn't win, so you're in the same situation. You still need to keep up. And these guys bottle it. They bottle it the very next game. They don't even take you on a journey. They don't even take you to the new year or even Christmas Eve or Boxing Day. They just say, nah, man, first game in December, let's just throw in the towel, wave the white flag. And now City are the next ones up. So we wish you.
Gets me though, yeah. You know what gets me? We've waited about 18 months to see some chest from Matisse. We tried to drag him into it. He was never quite. He was always on the edge. He'd dip his toe in every now and then. He'd dip his toe back out again. You know, we tried to bait him with a 2 billion spent. He still wasn't having it. Then when we finally did see the chest, we seen his tits. Little Play-Doh saggy fucking tits came out on the mob. That's not the kind of chest that we wanted to see. So then we forgot about the tits because we were all traumatized by it, and we went and left him alone. Then all of a sudden, they're playing Arsenal, and this chest came out again. And then we thought, hold on a minute.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Let me finish.
No.
We said, where's this come out from now?
No, the athleticism on this show is not strong enough for you to be talking about saggy tits. The only person who's probably got tits that don't sag is Tobs. Everybody else's tits are sagging. So your tits either sagging. Your tits are sagging. I don't give a fuck what age you are. Dwayne Johnson's tits don't sag, do they? Dwayne Johnson's tits sag or they don't? No, they don't. Right? You got no excuse.
Right, you're a young boy.
You're still a young man. You're in your prime. You're in your prime.
I've had kebabs, I've had beers, I've had body for many years. You are a young man in your prime eating pot noodles. You should not have tits like that, right? So at the end of the day, yeah, right. Then all of a sudden on Sunday, he turned up in full army fucking uniform, right, with a declaration of war. A declaration of war, right? My God. And then 2 days later, they fucking surrendered. They put the white flag out, the tanks turned around, and they fucked off home. It was the quickest war I've ever seen. There was not a bomb fired.
It was in and out.
Shot fired. Nobody. There was a quick cuddle in the middle of the battlefield, and then saggy Play-Doh tits ran over the hill, and we've never seen him again. This is what I'm saying. So don't ever do this again. If you're going to war, you need to be in there. You've got to put your neck on the line and go for it. You can't be backing off now.
I broke into Turkish's house for the individual match itself, right? I just wanted to lay down the law for that game. I think the players represented my feelings, but I did say on this show we need to win that game for us to really go to the distance, right? And we didn't win. I wasn't here on Monday. You didn't hear me declare that we're in a title race on Monday after a 1-1 draw against Arsenal at home. Unfortunately, it was my brother in arms who came here with plenty to say. He's still not with us. He's done me no favors, right? Because I would have been a lot more political. I would have been a lot more political on my appearance. I would have been a lot more calm, cordial. I would have probably sidestepped. I probably would have made some interesting excuses. I would have made a bit of a I don't know, somewhere. I would have made myself a better situation for this Leeds game, because I know there's a risk.
He doesn't know, though.
He doesn't know.
But you thought you're going to win it.
Of course, I thought. Yeah, I have to back us away at Leeds, but I knew it was going to be a tough game.
You don't have to. Even I said to you, you might drop points here. Remember that we had a meeting.
Which meeting?
You know, meeting.
No, I don't remember.
And I said to you, oh, yeah, I wouldn't speak too soon about Leeds. And you said, all right, we'll see. Well, we are seeing. We saw. You remember that?
Do you know what else we saw? We saw a couple of Brazilians start because they were
Yeah,
doing.
go on.
Have you seen? There's a thing with Chelsea about they're building up a nice little Brazilian contingent. We're all going to be an international team. We're all pally. The Brazilian CM started. The Brazilian wonder kid winger started. The Brazilian, is he a 9? No. Is he a 10? No. Is he a 9.5? The Brazilian Flair boys, Samba boys, whatever you want to call them, they
Better
all
than you mean
started.
your mouth, remember? It's better than you mean your mouth.
Yeah, according to Don.
Who said that? Who said
Don.
that?
Don said that they're going to dominate football for years to come. Andre Santos, I heard Matisse, his own words. I heard Matisse for the first time in my history. I heard him blam Andre Santos. He cooked Andre Santos out of his 4 boots. He cooked Andre Santos on his own review. He cooked him. Look, João Pedro on his own review. Yes,
It was poor. It was bad.
He cooked him.
He is.
So
He
I
is
don't even have to
Santos.
say it. He cooked him. He cooked him, bro. He cooked him.
We have to be honest.
So,
The performance
boy.
was shocking. The build-up play was shocking. The awareness,
Hmm.
the scanning was non-existent. They're receiving the ball. They're passing it to other people in the other team. Pedro went missing. He was ghosting, and I expect things from Pedro. Everybody knows that. You know, I think Pedro's a good player. I think even if he's not going to be a goal scorer, I remember Turkish trying to take me up on a bet for Gyökeres. I said, nah, I'm not really feeling that. But I still expect performances. I still expect creativity. I still expect influence. Esteval can't get cooked, I'm afraid. It was a shocking performance. It wasn't good. However, he's 18, and I think he's over.
He should have been sent off. That's what he should have been.
It was
He should have been sent
petulant.
off.
It was petulant. But he's 18. I don't think anyone was expecting him to have the start to the season that he's had. So I'm not going to now cook him because he wasn't good against Leeds. Everybody's pretty much conceded this kid's been very good for us, and he's taken on
Call
quite
your
a bit of
boy.
responsibility. But the other
Sorry
two
to interrupt
Brazilians,
you, bro. Call your boy
I hear
right
it.
now.
I hear it.
Call your boy right now. Call Donald Duck right now. Call him right now. Because that you are fair in what you said. with
Split.
Esteban. Call your boy right now. Because I can tell you this for free. If that was Lamine Yamal against Leeds at Ellen Road, it would have been a murder scene.
I said we don't compare him to Yamal. We just say Esteval is himself. He is Esteval.
Yeah,
didn't get
you're
that
calm.
memo.
So I'm saying call your boy Donald Duck.
Tobs likes that name.
It's a banger. It's a
banger, innit?
banger.
You can use it multiple ways. Donald's ducking. Donald don't duck. It's Donald ducking. It's good, bro. It's good. Get the hashtags out on X.
Don.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have a bit of a predicament here. You've been summoned.
Why do you need my help, man?
I don't need your help. They want to see you.
you.
No, I don't need. You know what you said on Monday. I didn't say Esteval was Yamal, and I didn't say Fofana was Gabriel. So, you know, they've demanded you to be here.
Hey, bro,
Court is
today
in
wasn't my
session.
time slot, bro. You asked me to come on Monday. That's what I did. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Right now, I'm at my Christmas party, so you know what am I supposed to do, bro?
You're meant to answer for your.
Hey,
You're meant to answer for your damn crimes. What do you
Yeah.
mean? What you're supposed to do? You're meant to answer for your damn crimes. You came on here talking a bag of shit, bro. You told us about your formidable attack.
Let me
You
try and find
compared
somewhere. Let me try and find
Esteval to
somewhere.
Yamal.
Give me a sec.
Tobes
I'll
wants to speak to you.
All right, let me try and find somewhere. Give me a
Okay,
second.
no
Give me a
problem,
sec.
no problem.
All right,
No
go.
problem.
Matisse, continue whilst
Look,
he finds.
Like I said, I have no problem defending myself. It's just I didn't know Yamal and Esteval were getting comparisons on Monday, so it's something different. But listen, João Pedro is my biggest disappointment, man, because boy, he's Premier League proven, he's experienced, he's been here for a while. He didn't do shit, man. And Delap as well. I'm keeping an eye on him because, you know, I'm not seeing Jackson's level right now from Delap. I'm not seeing the link up, the hold up. I'm not seeing the creativity. Okay, cool. So he's a different type of striker. He's not banging in the goals. He's not having the greatest of decision making either. And he's also prone to a little lash out. And he lost his man for the corner for the first goal. You're 4 minutes into a game. I don't necessarily know why he's marking their best aerial defender if he's playing in the middle of a back five. I don't know what's going on in the opposition analysis, the decision making there. But I'm not understanding why Delap, if he is good at marking or if he is good at, you know, that job, why he's losing his man inside 3 or 4 minutes. The concentration level should be at an all-time high. And at Leeds, you know, you need to get through the first 10, 15 if you're not going to be at your A game, or if you're going to have to be susceptible to long throws and to corners and all these things. But tossing, and I don't know, Tobs, if Nigeria want to take up the option of AFCON, I don't know what's going on here. This guy here, shambolic. Every time he plays, we concede goals. I'm sorry. We have had very good defensive performances before he came back into the team. I don't really want to scapegoat, but at the end of the day, the data is the data. Arsenal, good defensive performance. Barcelona, good defensive performance. Fair enough, he played against Burnley. But the 2 games he played prior to that was Qarabag and Wolves. We conceded 5 goals in those 2 games. Chalobah has not had a problem since he was away. Fofana has had no problem since he was away. So why is it now, as soon as he comes back in, we're looking like clowns? He needs to be sold. You know what I mean? I think it's as simple as that. He didn't cost anything. He's 27 or 28. He's the most experienced, but he was the biggest liability in that team. And that's ridiculous. We talk about Chelsea's young. Nah, we just need to talk about the quality now. There's no point being older or the most experienced if the quality doesn't come with it. He can't lead when you're defending that poorly. That first touch, even though maybe Gusto shouldn't pass to him, that first touch is shambolic. You could easily pass that first time to Sanchez or just clear it.
And that
kills the game. Yeah, just roof it. That kills the game. That kills the game. And yeah, from that point, everybody was poor, man. There was no good performances on that pitch, to be honest. But anyway, Don's here now. So
he's in the car park, mate. He's in the car park.
Bro, I'm in Leeds. I'm in Leeds right now, broski. You know what I mean? I'm having a little, I don't know what Matisse is talking about, because I'm sipping on some wine. You know what I mean?
You're not allowed to be happy. You're not allowed to be happy on this show.
I'm not happy, bro, but what can I do? What can I do, bro? You know, I was at the game yesterday. I'm not surprised that we lost that game.
You know what you can do? Do you know what you can do?
Wait.
I'm not surprised that we lost that game.
GRIZZ, get him right now. Get him right now.
Yeah. This is what you can do.
Take it easy. Take it easy, GRIZZ. Come on.
We took it easy on you, and you came on and you chatted a load of shit. What you can do is chat less shit next time. A wise old man with a grey beard once said football's a humbler. And you know what? He was right. Because the day after you chatted the bag of shit about Yamal, Fofana, who else? Esteval, I don't know, Reece James didn't even play. I heard he ducked like you. Why are you in Leeds now when Leeds thrashed you? Are they not letting you out? Have they got you in prison in Leeds? Are you locked up? They don't let me out. Have they not let you home?
Oh shit, the chat's
called him keeping you in Leeds? Bro, he's locked up. They don't let him out. He's staying, and you look like Akon. You sing like Akon. You need to start singing. Listen, start singing like Akon in the streets of Leeds. That's your new career. Yeah, get out a little guitar and start singing. They're gonna lock them, you know, let me out. Yeah, that's it. You're in Leeds, brother. Don't come back to London. Stay in Leeds. Yeah, don't talk about Yamal and Gabriel and all these brothers and title races. Leave that to Sergeant Slaughter. Yeah, we got our own Sergeant Slaughter. We got our own Commando. You know who you are? You're Acorn. Yeah, aka Donald Duck. Yeah.
Acorn or Acorn.
Big up.
You know, I'm mocking me, man. I've had Tinchy Strider, I've had Acorn, I've had so many different players, bro. Like, what's going on over here, bro? You know what I mean? But end of the day, bro, I was at the game yesterday. You know, I'm in Leeds still because I've got my Christmas party right now. I've even stepped out of the place to go and chat to you, man. I've got to hold my beatings, bro. I've got to hold my beatings because end of the day, these man let me down. You know what I mean? They let me down. But as a Chelsea fan, bro, I don't know if you lot have seen the video from Nina. She said it best. You know, I'm more scared of Burnley than I am Barcelona or Arsenal because this is what Chelsea do. You know what I'm saying? This is what Chelsea do, bro. When it comes to these teams that we're meant to be beating, we just don't turn up. You know, at the game yesterday, bro, I'm watching these lot. I'm watching their body language. They've gone into the game thinking it's going to be easy. They're thinking they're just going to win the game without, having to work for it. I'm seeing Maresca playing Chalobah right back for what? Giving no support for Esteval on the right-hand side. Tossing, bro, like, honestly, this guy, bro, yeah, just play him against teams like Cardiff and that. Like, it's time for Josh. It's time for Josh, right? And this is why, that's what I was telling you, Turkish. I told you the other day, bro. Fofana and these guys, Fofana staying fit will help us compete. Without Fofana, we are a top 4 team at best, right? Tosin, Chalobah,
You're a top 4 team with Fofana.
Hold on.
Yeah,
You're a top 4 team with Fofana.
It's a hazard, bro.
You're a top 4 team with Fofana.
Fofana's been injury prone ever since he came to the club, right? He doesn't even have probably 5 games in a row played. So how I'm working with you here today, but how can we gas up our players, right? Some of the spine ones, if Fofana is make or break for a title race, bro? It's not acceptable, bro. We should be in a title race regardless of Fofana, bro. We should.
I hear it, and that's why I've said in the summer, sorry, not in summer, in January, go and get Gahey, bro, right? Gahey might not be everyone's cup of tea, but at least you know you've got a little bit of stability. At least you know you've got a little bit of leadership. You've got availability. You've got Premier League experience. Go get someone there who can stabilize that defense. Because as soon as Fofana comes out, it's no mistake, Matisse, that we always look a mess. Every time Tosin comes into the lineup, something happens, right? And I know Chalobah wasn't at fault this weekend, this game week even, but there'll be a game week where it's them two and it's Chalobah's time, right? Every time Chalobah's next to Tosin, something mad happens, bro. Something mad happens.
We have to be able to rotate. We knew, bro, in the Christmas period, Fofana's not going to play every game. We have to be able to rotate. And the fact that we can't even rotate against Leeds, and we still had Enzo out there, João Pedro's a starter, Esteval's out there, Gusto's out there. He's won every game this season. Cucurella's out there. Sanchez is out there. It is changes, but we should still be able to win that game. And on the manager, I saw, I don't know what you saw. Cucurella was playing in twin 10s. He was playing, I saw him as a right 10. I saw him as a left 10. There's no Josh. I don't understand why he's played Chalobah and Tosin, and there's no overlap for Esteval. Esteval, as soon as he comes into the middle of the pitch, he creates a chance. He plays it through to João Pedro, who plays it through to that. I've seen you cuss out our centre backs. I actually sympathise more with the centre back situation because I think there's injury prone players like Badiashile, Cole was injured, Fofana's injured, and he's not using Josh enough. Yeah, I don't sympathise with the forward line. We've spent 60 million on Neto. We've spent 55 million on Gittins. We've spent 40 million on Garnacho. We've spent 55 million on João Pedro. We've spent 30 million on Liam Delap. And that attack, bro, is not good enough. That attack is not good enough.
It is. The hold up play.
The thing is,
I actually think we're more unlucky. Go on. The attackers, bro. The Delap's performance and João Pedro's performance was poor, bro. There was no hold up. There's no link.
Bro, I cooked them. Yeah.
You rate them high,
for me, Matisse, bro, that first half especially, I thought our attack was pathetic, bro. There was literally one pass I saw from João Pedro that he made between the lines. Other than that, there was zero creativity from the guy, bro, right? Second half, I thought Garnacho and Neto actually slightly improved our attack. And for me, being at the game, I was literally watching the Leeds Ultras next to me. They were quiet, bro. As soon as that first goal went in when Neto scored, it felt to me like we was coming back into the game and we were going to get something out of it. It didn't feel like we were going to lose the game. But it's what I was saying to Turkish, bro. When you've got the likes of Tosin and Chalobah at the back together, these guys cannot hold out. They can't hold out. They can't keep you in games, right? Saliba, Gabriel, when it's 1-0, 2-1, it's lock off, bro, right? It's lock off. Because I'll be honest with you, Turkish, you can probably admit this season, your attack is yet to click, right? Your attack is yet to click. But at least you've got a defense to fall back on. We haven't got that, yeah? We haven't got that, Matisse, because the moment that it went to 3-1, it's game done, yeah? It's game done, broski. I was at the game, and I'm telling you now, I could feel the momentum swing. When we scored that first goal, and when Palmer missed that chance, that's 2-2. That is 2-2, broski, right? Whatever you think of this attack, whatever you think of these players, whatever I think of these players, because for me, I would have built the attack completely differently, bro, yeah? I would have brought in Osimhen, I would have brought in Ndai, I would have brought in Semenyo, I would have brought in Kvaratskhelia at PSG. That's what I would have done personally, bro. But as it is right now, like I told GRIZZ the other day, we are not up against Prime Pep and Prime Klopp, right? The attackers in the league right now. I'm not seeing an attack that's completely firing, broski, right? So for me, our centre-back problem is a bigger problem than the attack right now, broski. It's a bigger problem, right?
How's it?
Fofana, when Fofana goes down, it is now down to Tosin and Chalobah because Maresca does not trust Josh. He does not trust Josh, bro. Yeah, but Maresca, Listen,
Josh
Matisse,
literally
he should.
man marked Mateta. He had a great performance first game. Nottingham Forest again. He needs to play Josh. It's simple as that.
Matisse,
Josh is quick. Josh is good in the air. Josh is actually able to recover. And if he makes any mistakes, okay, you can chalk it down to the fact that he's 19 and you move on. What's the point of having a 27, 28-year-old that just makes mistakes? It doesn't make any sense.
I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. But the reality is, Maresca's probably looking at it thinking, yo, it's Leeds away. They're going to be rocking. We need a little bit of experience because Josh could lose his head. Because you saw Esteval lose his head, bro, for the yellow card that he got. That was just pathetic. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, that was literally the introduction to the Prem, right? So personally, bro, I don't see Maresca trusting Josh over Tosin, right? We have seen Tosin make multiple mistakes this season against Bayern Munich, against Sunderland, bro. So many games this season where he's been at the crime scene, right? It's not good enough. And that's what I'm saying to you, bro. These centre-backs right now, they don't give me that. They don't give me that confidence. They don't give me that stability. I'm looking at Arsenal right now. Their attack isn't the best, but at least they've got a defense to fall back on. We have not got that without Fofana, broski. We have not got that, right? In the summer, we can talk about the attack again. We can hopefully upgrade the attack. We've got Quenda coming in. We never know. We might get another striker. We've got Mega coming in. Cool. But Chelsea are very unpredictable, right?
I'm not having any of this.
Hold on.
Every single season, we talk about upgrading the same positions.
Let me finish, Matisse. My problem, right? My problem. Hold on, Grizz. My problem is the centre backs that we've got. They cannot keep us in games. It's as simple as that, broski. We've seen it happen too many times. Too many times, bro.
Go on. As my brother would say, shush.
Let me get this in. O'Malley said, Don has chest like an IG baddie, big and in your face, but hella fake. Fuck out of here. On that note, Don, enjoy your Christmas party, brother.
Peace.
Yeah. See you later,
Don. Man. Bless. Love.
Shit. I am so lonely. Man's gonna be lonely tonight, bro.
Sorry.
Leeds.
That was a whole Chelsea therapy
in one night. That's crazy.
But I just want to say though that my only quick point on this: why does he keep pretending as if their attack can do something? The attack is not good. It's not good. And he was comparing it to he said, "Oh, do Man City have a better attack than us and Liverpool the other day?" I was just thinking, what am I hearing here? That attack is not good. Pedro Neto is Neto is your top scorer in the league this season?
I think so.
Or joint top scorer? I don't know.
I think he's
got excited over fucking the Chelsea.
Ridiculous.
Game.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
the problem is Garnacho is going to have a good game against Wolves, or he's going to come on and do a step over and set up Palmer for a cutback. Gittins is going to get an assist against Wolves. He's going to set up Neto. Neto's going to keep having these kind of really odd overall performances, but he's going to get some goals. Thank God, actually, he's going to get some GA this season, it seems. So that's actually exactly what I asked for. But in terms of the actual quality on the ball, it's not good enough in terms of the level of the highest, the best attackers in the world. You can't put these guys with those guys. You can't. So
this season,
it's very inconsistent. What we said,
it's inconsistent. It's Cole Palmer that you're looking at, and Esteval for me is, regardless of that performance, you can see the talent that you're dealing with there, and you're hoping that again maybe there's going to be a couple guys that come in the summer that again they're young guys that come in and shock people, but you shouldn't really be again talking about these things in this season where you should be competing. You shouldn't be talking about, oh yeah, next season we'll sort out the centre backs. Yeah, next season we'll sort out the striker if Delap doesn't pull his weight. No, should be sorted now. Shouldn't even be having these conversations.
A lot of people envisaged, because last season your midweek games were Europa League games, whereas this season is Champions League. So you play the likes of Barcelona. For example, this week, Barcelona, Arsenal, Leeds away. It's a whole different ball game to Karabag, in midweek where you can rest everyone and then play the 2 league games within a week. And this was always going to test your squad, not the depth of your squad, but like you said, the quality of your squad. Last season, your depth got you through because it was Conference League. This time, it's the big dogs, Champions League, Premier League, and then a tough away Premier League fixture at the end of it. And it was to be expected. You're not ready for the title. You said yourself, the inconsistency is going to be there until Maresca has a couple of windows to address. And he spoke about the issues, actually. I heard him talk about sort of, they said, what's the problem? He goes, the problem is we have to change our team. He literally said it. He goes, we have to change our team. We can't.
He doesn't want to play these guys.
He doesn't want to play these guys.
Some of these guys he doesn't want to play. But we said that last year when he had João Felix and he had Jorgensen and he had Nkuku and he had Renato Vega and he had all these Dewsbury Hall. He doesn't want it. So why do we keep bringing him players that he is not good enough to play in Premier League games or he doesn't trust in Premier League games? I don't even want to give him that excuse because he should have played Josh. If he plays Josh and he doesn't play Tosin, I think we actually compete. That's how big of a difference I think there is in what Tosin brings and what Josh brings, because it's not just off the ball with Tosin now. Tosin cannot allow you to press up the pitch. Tosin cannot allow you to be in their half and play a high line because he can't recover. So your line drops back 10, 15 yards. Tosin cannot defend out wide 1v1. So you have to have extra coverage. Tosin does not allow you to, well, he's not winning his headers because even for the offside goal, he lost his aerial duel. We conceded from that as well. So, and when you look at the build-up, the passing was all safe and it was poor. And from the games I've seen this season, Josh has actually carried the ball really well and gone into midfield from defense. So, and then you didn't give Esteval an overlap. Like Don said, you didn't give Esteval an overlap with Josh. So you didn't allow Esteval to get more involved in the game and actually make more of an impact in the middle of the pitch where he can hurt. The amount of times this guy's picking up the ball on the touchline, what's he meant to do on the touchline so far away from goal with all of this grass in front of him? Get him in the middle, get him in the center, get him closer to goal. Let him come off the right, but let him get closer to goal. Let him start popping off more shots. Let him start playing more balls into João Pedro, playing more balls into the lap. But he was mad restricted. It was rigid. So
I think with Chelsea, the Caicedo missing out. I think you've got a soft underbelly when he's not in there. I feel like Reece James missing as well for Fano. I think it was a totally different team. You needed aggression against Leeds on the Tuesday night because they brought aggression. There was no aggression there. The Brazilian boys didn't fancy it. We know what these Brazilian lads are like. If you've seen it all through the league, sometimes they don't want to know. And once that Leeds crowd got that early goal and started to bounce, they were on it. And I've got to give full credit to Leeds because what I saw against Chelsea was old school, 2 up front, 2 battering rams, and then putting the ball on Chelsea, putting it on Chelsea. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is a player that has always flattered to deceive. He's always been injury prone. He's always been, that kind of guy that's getting criticised for his fucking wearing skirts and fashion shoots and that. But I tell you something, he come on against City the other day, caused us hella shit. And him and Lucas Nemencha, who was also at City, them two together, they started to get a little bit of joy. And I think Farke thought, you know what? I'm going to be brave, because he had to be brave to play 2 up front because nobody plays 2 up front. And he thought, I'm leaving them there. They're causing murders. And I thought Leeds deserved it. I thought Leeds deserved it. I thought they deserved it. I thought, if Chelsea, once they got the one back with Neto, I thought there was a 10-minute spell there where if Chelsea had got another one, I think they would have crumbled and Chelsea would have won the game. Because they held tight, the crowd got behind them, and then they finally got that goal. They looked like he'd just done a job on Chelsea. I think with this manager at Leeds, he's very flexible in how he plays. You know what I mean? He's not frightened to change it mid-game and go with a system that might not look great on the eye. But it's not about that with Leeds. They've got to get results. It doesn't matter with Leeds. They've got to get results. They nearly got a result at the Etihad. Luckily, we had a little bit of quality near the end there to get a goal. Otherwise, they'd have snatched a point there. And they probably didn't deserve a point at the time, but they would have got one. But I was really impressed with how they played. I thought after Chelsea coming off the back of the draw, I thought Chelsea's tails would be up. Leeds would have watched that and thought, you know what, this Chelsea side's not a bad team. But they sensed blood and they went for it. And you've got to give Leeds credit because, that was a decent performance. And Calvert-Lewin, Lucas Nemencha, the kid in midfield, is Sakamoto.
Tanaka was good. We gave him way too much space, man.
Yeah, he was running around like
positional discipline.
It was a free hit for him. But Chelsea, like you say, we've said it before, there's a few players there that aren't good enough to play. And it's about inconsistencies. City are in the same boat, very inconsistent. I think this league at the minute, if you look at it, is madness. It's absolute madness from top to 13th. It's just all going on. So, yeah, it was a bad night for Chelsea after a positive result against Arsenal. But I just think that second string of Chelsea, when they get a few injuries, it's just nowhere near good enough to be competing. You know what I mean? And teams can get at them now.
Yeah, I think the manager definitely got it wrong with his lineups and approach, like playing Chalobah's been one of their most informed players, and to take him out of the centre back position and put him right back is ridiculous to me. It didn't make any sense, especially when you have.
Yeah,
Pretty early
Yeah,
today.
right on time. Yeah.
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
So basically, he's not installed Starlink still.
Who the fuck Sakamoto? Wherever got that name from?
Sorry, I don't know what happened. Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah, but I was just saying, I think the manager got it wrong. He got it wrong for me. But that shouldn't also excuse some of the performances. They had 0 shots on target in the first half. They barely created a thing. They're just throwing in, getting to just cutting inside, throwing in crosses into nobody. Honestly, this João Pedro thing as well. I remember when Matisse was trying to get at me when I was so angry that we let him score against us at our ground. I meant that shit. I'm angry that we let this guy score against us because he's not a shooter. He's not. This is a guy who struggles to score even 6, 7 open play goals a season, bro. And we let him score against us. And Shot Curra, that's the only goal he scored in God knows how long. How many minutes of football has he played? This guy's got less goals than Richarlison, for heaven's sake. And he's played way more minutes. Not good enough.
He's the biggest disappointment.
Not good enough.
Because
Sorry,
he
not good enough.
literally introduced us to a lifestyle he's not maintaining, bro. At Club World Cup, he's bagging in goals. He's taking shots. This now, I don't know what's happened to him. He's gone missing.
He's a summertime player. Summertime. It was summertime, innit? Out in the years. And I mean, he's a summertime player, bro. Like Steve said, he's a summertime player. Some of these Brazilians are summertime players. Man.
Do mate? We had the Robinho and Ilano and that, and Craig Bellamy come out when he retired, and he said some of the games I just walk in the dressing room and say, "Nah, I don't fancy it out there. It's fucking freezing." And that Bellamy would be like, "What do you mean it's freezing?" Kicking off, fighting with him in the dressing room. They just didn't give a shit, man.
When Palmer's back starting, that's really his last resort in terms of why he's not scoring. If Cole Palmer starts putting chances, because to be fair, we're not creating, like you said, Tobs, we're not creating any chances. But he's part of that because he played in the 10. Enzo's part of that because he's playing in midfield. So these two should be creating the chances. But if Cole Palmer comes back into that team in the next couple of weeks and he's playing in that 10 and João Pedro's back up front and he doesn't start hitting the back of the net, then I'm just going to be like, what's going on? It's really not making any sense.
You worried about anything worse? Top 4 and all that?
I always say no because for me it's unfathomable to think that we'll be involved in that conversation. But if they keep playing how they played last night for the rest of December, then that's where they're going to find themselves. But I'm hoping that against Bournemouth, with the main hitters coming back into the team, Bar Caicedo, they're not going to play that badly. I don't think they can play that badly again. But boy, Newcastle away, 20th of December. It really it's the thing is, I'm not worried about it because no one's consistent. No one's going to be consistent. I've been in too many top 4 battles in the last couple of years. No one's consistent. No one wins a run of games. No one pulls away. It's always just a mess. So I'm just looking for us to, same as last year, finish in the top 4 comfortably, which they didn't do last year. Do it this year, and now you got to focus on the cups and the Champions League because you're not going for the league like that, losing to Leeds, Sunderland, and Brighton.
All right, we've got a few super chats in. I've checked in on SAEED. He should be here in a couple minutes. Let me get the super chats in, and then I'm sure SAEED will have his say. This one came in early from Hassan. Wood and Sport, all one word on Instagram. Wood and Sport. That's where you can get the badges, or to be honest, anything made up via them. Wood and Sport. If you let them know that you've come over from, just say, Turkish or the Big Six. That'll help on our side because they've sorted us out. But yeah, if you want something like that, you're talking about these badges here and the ones on the Big Six, then yeah, shout Wood and Sport. Hakuna Matiti, aka Melanated Millhouse, repeat after me. Quote, 3 points behind Villa. Martossin put in a Hall of Shame versus Leeds, like your score predictions. Oh yeah, I'll have a word about that in a sec as well.
Yeah, let's do that early. I just want to see what's going on.
Yeah, we have to because we've got predictions to make. So as soon as SAEED's here, I can bring up the table and let people know how it's looking. Actually, no, let me save that one. P23 says, you Chelsea bums, 1.5 billion spent to gas a 1-1 draw and lose to Leeds. Bring that fraud Don back. Where was Fofana, Santos, Esteval? Talking about this kid like he's your mal. Calm down, shush. Chelsea's title charge lasted as long as Vert's Prem goal. Guess it's back to twerking for City at the strip club. Right, Matits? Hashtag Ride of London. Big up everyone That's from Kusta. Big up. Not sure who to roast more, Gary, Jamal, or Martez. Oh, we're here, people. Rest in peace. Chelsea's title charge, November 29th, December 3rd. Matisse, do you think Chelsea will release special merch next year to commemorate 10 years since your last title?
Wild.
Well, it will be 2027, so it's not next year. We're currently in 2025.
MT says, how could Chelsea lose to Leeds with Yamal and Cesco Fernandez in the team? Let me save that one for later as well. That one looks like, all right, cool. Matisse, having to pay for Don's sins. Got set up, leave our brother alone. Get Don on the show and make him face the jury. He got away scot-free. He did show up.
I think he got
Akon got bland, bro.
Yeah, good. I think that was Grizz's best send of Big Six history. I can't even lie. The way he dropped that. He said, "Are you still locked up? They won't let me out." Well, that was mad. Only Oliver says Maresca's mercenaries were no match for Farke's fighters or Fark's fighters. Back in the trenches, Matisse, #MOT. Mar says Chelsea won their cup final on Sunday only to be 9 behind. Chelsea fans are so dumb they don't realize how far away they actually are from winning the league. Tobs, don't let this fool breathe.
Nah, bro. You know, it's mad. It's because football Twitter truly united yesterday, bro. When I tell you, Chelsea fans were getting pammed from every single direction, bro, because your fans were getting not you, but your fans were getting so giddy. You would have thought they battered Arsenal 4-0 the way they were talking, bro. We know you played well, but bruv, you didn't win. You didn't win. And the way they're talking, oh Lord. Anyway, man, they deserve that. They deserve that. I wish them nothing but pain.
HW said the same brother who repeatedly said in the summer that only trophies matter and league finishes don't went out and bought fancy dress and broke into properties for a routine Premier League fixture. Say it ain't so.
I wanted that win, man. What can I say?
James says booty a shield, toss him one. Zutella load of shit, and Robert Sanchez dream defense losable on its day. Scalacci said they were ready for war like Bronson Reed. Found out they have no chance in hell like Vince McMahon. It ain't war. It's WWE SmackDown. 72 hours. I guess that's the title race. Cool. Daniel says, I could see Turkish smirk when C-Tech Expressions was digging Matisse's grave. Turkish, we need Ty on the show if you want to play it like that. #Gremlins. Brother, we all pick our replacements. So, you know, I'm not the guy to come to for that one. But big up Don. Listen, he got the comment section rolling and he got us talking today and he made a quick feature. So, listen, as far as the debut goes, and he's a big fan of the show from long time as well. So big him up, man. Same way, even if you don't enjoy his style. Yeah, he done well. This one from Drogba saying there are 6 new attackers at Chelsea. They will take time to adapt. I expect JP, Palmer, Esteval. These guys are the main ones for this attack.
Well, if you keep flipping half your team every season, then yeah, we're going to keep talking about adaptation every year. It's not really what we should be going for.
Can you be considered the best in your position if you don't complete 90 minutes for 3 games in a row over 3 years? Reese, Ledley King, James. That's what I said on Monday. It was never about quality with him. It's about about game time. And I'm being told he's been fit. Brother, he's getting taken off at halftime against Burnley to be able to play 2 games, and then he doesn't play the other game. I mean, quality player, but you got to be available. All these Chelseanomics after all the chest Marcheeks came for beating Arsenal 1-1. Shut the fuck up, delusional. You always explaining something after a bad game.
Honestly.
Seeing their title run end after just 3 days of over celebrating a 1-1 draw at home was so satisfying. Hold that, Matisse. And we've got this one. This league is low-key becoming a joke. We're a mid-table side at best, yet we're well within reach of the top 4. Is the Prem still the best league?
Yes.
This is just, yeah, like, I mean, you say you're a mid-table team at best. You beat Barca 3-0 the other day, so
it's talking about Man United. He's got Man United badge in his
oh, is it? Oh, Man United. Oh, yeah, got nothing to say.
And this, my thing is, this whole, oh, we're still within 3 of the top 4 or whatever. Bro, we've played like 14 games. What gap are people expecting after 14 games? Now, after the next 2 to 3 months, we're gonna see the real separation. So these United fans keep playing like that, and you won't be putting this super chat here in 3 months. Trust me, I know it because I lived it last season. You will not be putting this super chat in 2 to 3 months.
We both lived it, Tobs.
Wise words. Wisdom there on the big six. Tossing forces us to use 3-2, leading our line further back. Worse press, not even taking into account the lapping Gittins who can't press or defend. And Home Filler says Chelsea fans really needed this humbling. They exhausted all their firepower to get the 1-1 win against Arsenal. Newcastle Palace away next. Wow.
We don't have Palace away next.
Nah, Bournemouth is away next to Chelsea. If everyone was as good as Chelsea at Wars, we would have world peace. The 2 billion world champions are closer to 15th than first. Shame you can't batter everyone 1-1. They got Morse code. Chelsea ain't challenging for the title. End of. Sanchez was back to his shit again. Enzo Fernandez crap. He has a decent 2 games out of every 10, and we get excited. Class's temp form is permanent. And I think that is, well, here it is. Last one on Chelsea. Chelsea fans really. Oh, did you double up on that? Yeah, apologies if you did, because I had the first one, or maybe I just doubled up on it myself. But yeah, that is the last Chelsea super chat. There's a member here. Big up Ben. Shout out Don. You know, a guest did good when they have the comment section heads hot. That is it. That is it. All right, cool. Well, Saeed, I mean, you came just at the buzzer. I mean,
yeah.
Do you have anything to say on Chelsea, or should we just keep it moving to the prediction?
Nah, keep it moving, bro. I think you lot have covered it all, man.
Yeah,
it's Don that I really want to cook. Matisse, yeah, I was still cooking, but Don was talking the most in it. So yeah, let's move on.
All right, cool. You know what? Predictions. All right, let's look at Bournemouth Chelsea, but let's look at the table because everyone made predictions on Monday. Let me tell you a funny story. As soon as when we finished the show on Monday, yeah, I go to my messages. About 2 minutes there, I see Matisse. He messaged me in it his predictions, and then he said, "Oh shit, I'm effed." And then like 10 minutes later, he said, "I'm playing my lone soldier chip." But he went mad after the show. But obviously, it's after the show is too late. So whatever he said, yeah, it didn't count. So no point. No points for Matisse this week. This is how the table looked before the predictions, and this is how the table looks after, because Saeed played his lone soldier chip.
Yes! Come on, Saeed! My brother!
Fuck you, man.
My brother! Come on!
Man. No.
Yes!
Bro,
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, bro. Come on.
Bro, man, I only had one prediction right, innit?
Yeah,
terrible, man.
So Saeed played the lone soldier chip well in advance. Huh?
Well, I got a prediction right. So
yeah, he got 4 points. He got the Arsenal score right, and he got the Man City win. So he got 4 points. Steve also had 4 points this weekend. Tobs also had 4 points this weekend. Through Matisse's predictions, he would have had 4 if they came in on time. Me and Grizz had 2 points, but yeah, none of that counts. So for the audio listeners, Saeed's top on 46 points. I'm second on 44. Steve's in third on 41. Tobs fourth, 36 points. Matisse fifth, 35 points. And Grizz is bottom of the table on 32 points.
Have you adjusted that thing that you said? Remember we talked about?
Yeah. Right. That's done already. All right, cool. Saeed, you're top now. So yeah, Bournemouth Chelsea.
Damn. Fuck. This is a tricky one. I genuinely, Bournemouth have fell off, man. But I expect Chelsea to bounce back. I'm gonna go 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea, yeah?
Yeah, but I don't say that with confidence, man.
I'm going to go 2-2. Steve?
I'm going to go 1-0 Chelsea.
1-0. Tobs?
I'm going to go... 2-1... 2-2. 2-2.
2-2. Matisse?
2-1 Chelsea.
Oh, come on, man. What a bit of chess, man.
It's gone to the back of his head.
I hear it.
2-1 Chelsea. Grizz?
Another 1-1 win for Chelsea.
10 or 11, man. Cool. That's that done. Predictions are done. We're going to keep it moving. Any super chats and other subjects we're going to get in, and we're going to keep it moving to Liverpool because GRIZZ has got curfew. I don't mean curfew, but he's off soon. So GRIZZ, Verts, 1 minute. I'm sure you had WhatsApp messages ready, and the next minute they had to be deleted.
No, man. It's not the time and place or the day or the age or the season for WhatsApp messages for Liverpool and that, man. But we gained. Oi, if you don't laugh, like SAEED's taught us over the years, if you don't laugh, you're going to cry. You're going to go mad. You're going to go insane. So we gained a point on the top 4 place, man. I just look at the table now. We're 2 points behind Chelsea, who were in a title race last week. And we're level on points with Man United, who were talking about back-to-back wins last week. So what is it? Football, innit? Is this football happens?
Relax.
And
Relax.
I'm just telling
don't
you,
try and dress this up, and you know what I mean.
Nah.
Just focus on your game, and we'll get to United. You see, I was trying to twist this, guys. Like, bro, talk about your game, bro.
TURKISH asked me, GRIZZ, Liverpool, and then why are you chiming in, Liverpool? Why are you chiming in? Let me just. Okay, can you focus and listen? Yeah.
Yes, I will.
I know you're distraught. but warm up because you're cold still.
Yeah.
You've been in the car park for that time. Just warm up. Do a few stretches because you're going to talk. But listen, it was disgusting. I said it in the group chat. We were lucky. And how you guys know me, I defend Liverpool to the hill. But Sunderland, credit to Sunderland, because we all know, we've all had a bit of Sunderland, I think. Sunderland are good. Bloody hell. They're proper coach team. That coach, where did he come from? Does anyone know where? SAEED, Football Focus?
No, I genuinely don't know where he's come from. I genuinely don't know.
This coach, bro, he is a bad boy. And some of those players, and I didn't even know that Ronaldo, I forgot he's at Sunderland, because that's the brother that was under Simeone, left back for Atletico Madrid.
Yep.
So he's dealt with Salah before as well. I remember he was mean, he was lean, he was strong, and they were all good, man. That brother in midfield, alongside everyone talks about Xhaka, isn't it? But that Siddiqui next to him, boy, he covered some serious ground. Liverpool were lucky. Sunderland, without creating any chances, or they were in control. They were in total control, and that's not a nice thing to say at Anfield. They were like proper drilled, didn't give us any breathing space, any moves to make, any momentum. And we were very, very, very poor. We raised it for about 20 minutes in the second half, 25 minutes. And that was our best patch. But yeah, just I know I've been defending Virgil van Dijk, but that was one of the worst performances from Virgil van Dijk. Like that Brian Brobby.
I heard he gave you like hell.
He bullied Konate and Virgil like I've seen a couple of times. I was gonna say never seen before, but only very rarely do you see both of them scared of this brother. And Virgil, yeah, bro. You know what I mean? Today, these guys are gonna have a field day, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to hold it on your behalf. And take it, because that was shocking from a captain. It was embarrassing from a captain. There was no energy in his defending, no concentration. It was lazy. There was no focus. It was poor. Anyone else you want to talk about? Fair, man. Gakpo, I'm sorry, Tobs, I've taken back Gackers. Yeah, he's Gakno. He's back to Gakno.
Oh, he's Gakno, yeah? Okay.
He's Gakno. Yeah, I've told him now. I've messaged him. He's Gakno. So that's about it, really. Verts, it was an own goal. It was credited as an own goal, but he played really well again. He's the only one. He's the only one who's shining. Everyone else, even Sabozalai, they're dragging him down, bro. Even the rest of the team is dragging him down. But we didn't lose. We didn't let our heads go down like against PSV and Forest, where they blamed us. We stayed in the game, and another few minutes, we probably would have won it. At the pressure at the end, But yeah, Sunderland at home. Sunderland are a good team, man. I'm not gonna go overly mad, because Sunderland are a good team. But right now, we're not a good team at all. We're not a good team. Obviously, the questions on Slot. I think if we lose to Leeds on Saturday, I think the decision will have been made. That doesn't mean he'll get sacked after the game, but I think the search for a new man is going to be in place. He's going to be a dead man walking, like he's gone. If he loses Leeds on Saturday, that's my opinion.
I just checked because I was interested as well. The Sunderland manager come from Lorient, and he was relegated in the last season he had, and then he went to Sunderland, brought them up first season, and yeah, it's just weird where there ain't no given path for managers now. It's crazy.
And you know what? To get promoted last year, they got promoted through the playoffs, and they were terrible. And you thought, I remember watching that playoff final, thinking these are dead in the Premier League, dead. But they spent a few quid and got players in. You know, they've done all right. You know.
Yeah.
The Salah Proy. Did you not watch his performance when he came on?
What, Salah's?
I don't expect anything from Salah. So I didn't watch, but I don't expect.
I don't think Salah's an AFCON mode. He's gone.
I don't. Liverpool are not shouldn't be looking to Salah anymore to fix them. I think they should be relying upon all their heavy investment in the attack and whatever system that suits for them. You know, I think Frimpong, he's got to be like right wing back, something like that.
I think he'll be played there. I genuinely believe he's going to be played there.
Yeah, because you need balance. Vert's close to him. They have experience from Bayer Leverkusen. See if he can get some chemistry going. Shouldn't be thinking about Salah. The only problem with Salah is just politics and whether he can accept his new role, which is squad player at best.
I genuinely don't think it's going to be much longer.
Squad player, 400 grand a week.
Nah.
I think
purely
on the pitch.
I even think like him and Slot. Yeah, I think things ain't looking too good. So if Slot stays,
he should go in January. He should leave.
Yeah, if Slot stays, I think Salah might leave in January.
He should.
Wow,
I heard Isak was terrible.
Yeah, Isak wasn't good at all. But again, he didn't get no touches of the ball. We just couldn't find him. He got like 2 touches in the penalty box. That's a massive problem.
Is he a Newcastle?
You said Verts had an amazing game, though.
I didn't say amazing, man. Come on, man. No, man.
You said he had a good. I'm sorry, but you're number 10. If he's got a good
game,
he's
the only one.
He's the only one. In the box.
He's the only one who had a good game.
But he couldn't have, though. If he's not finding your striker in the box, which is his job. His job is to get in the box and find the main guys. If he's not doing that, then how did he ever?
Then maybe Isak's not doing his bits right and making space for himself. So
you talk about
there's no dressing out. It's not good at the moment at all.
You talk about your attack here, but that midfield, I'm telling you, man, it's bad. Like
you're not ready for
McAllister. Hey, no. McAllister, he's having an awful season. But Gravenberch, the levels that he set last year compared to now is ridiculous, man. In terms of like how bad he's been. Like you talk about, you need a lot, man. Like you need another 500 million in January because I'm like, there's a lack of imagination. Like you talk about Szoboszlai, his levels have dropped now a little bit because obviously he's having to do a lot as well. But bro, man, I was watching that game and I was like, you man are really, really bad, and it ain't gonna be changing anytime soon. So this magic wand that you lot think are gonna go on a mad run.
It's gonna be inconsistency. It's gonna be like literally like the rest, like the rest of you, man. Where like you know that. Where you know, like we're Brighton. What was that?
Brighton, Fulham,
Brighton and them, man.
Yeah. We're Chelsea, Spurs, and United and them, man.
But when you said 2 points behind Chelsea, and it's a fact, that's what's keeping Slot alive right now.
Yes,
I agree. I think if it was anything more than 5-6 points away from Chelsea, he's sacked already, and we're talking about new manager.
I think you're spot on. I think if he's out of the Champions League places, he's Gonski. Because we cannot afford to be. But I genuinely think if we lose to Leeds, I think the decision from upstairs will have been made. It might not be like revealed to the press and he'll get sacked on Saturday or Sunday, but the decision will have been made. And then it's, who do we get in? Fucking hell. Who the fuck do we get in?
Chiesa, man. If he didn't run, because
that was mad.
Boy, that was crazy.
So
Izzy don't finish it. You got to give it to Chiesa. He's probably saved his job. He literally has probably saved his job.
And he's the guy he don't trust. Look at the irony. Trust Chiesa. And Chiesa saved him.
Yeah.
A few
And
times
he's
this
still going to
season.
be on the bench.
Couple of times scored a win at the beginning, isn't it? And now they
That's
saved something.
ridiculous. If you do you remember like they used to be like, what happens next? Like that's guaranteed goal. Like how the F did he just scuff that shot in the first place and then Chiesa cleared it? But yeah, it's looking peak right now. I don't have a clue how we're gonna turn up at Leeds. Honestly, I know predictions soon, but I don't have a clue what Liverpool's going to turn up.
Leeds
How are we going to match the energy?
Yeah,
if Liverpool, because like Steve said, if Leeds play like they played with two, do they start like that, Steve, against Chelsea, two up front? Matisse, did they start?
Yeah,
with two up front?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Nemecha sort of sometimes Nemecha drops a little bit deeper, but then last few minutes, last 10-15 minutes, he was definitely two battering rams up front.
Bro, they're
if they
very
do that,
energetic. Man.
Yeah. And that's the thing we can't handle. That's the thing we can't handle. So it could be fun for everyone else on Saturday.
It might be, Leeds away. But they're also listen. There's going to be goals in that game. That's for sure. You lot either have to click or it's falling apart. I don't even think that happens before January. I think it's regardless.
It's whether they trust him as well with money. It's whether they're going to say, "Oh, we've got some more money here, but do we trust him to spend it right?" Because I don't think
he didn't spend the money in the first place. I don't think he spent the money.
I think we're still gonna. I think exactly. I think we're still going to spend the money because I don't think he has much say. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I genuinely believe.
Is that a good thing? Because if he's not got no say, and they're bringing in players and saying to him, "You deal with these players and you make them tick," that he's not making them tick.
But we have to remember the only reason Edwards came back is because he got say and he got power because Klopp was clashing because Klopp wanted to renew contracts, extend certain players, buy Nunes, buy this type of player. Edwards disagreed.
It's more of a yes man, isn't it?
Edwards and Hughes cannot get credit when the players do well, and then when they don't do well, it's all Slot's fault. Facts. These are top directors that have a big reputation. I rate them very highly. They might have got it wrong, and at the end of the day, depending on whatever system Slot's going to play, they've signed a wing back that can't play right back, and they've signed two strikers and no right wing or left winger competition. So and no centre back.
This is why I'm probably the last type of Liverpool fan that goes straight for Slot because I genuinely don't think they're his players. But before anyone goes mad,
to see this level, bro. I know what we're saying here.
I'm not defending Slot. I do think that his position is tenable.
I agree in a way that I get what you're trying to say, Matisse, but I also think like, bro, you're champions. You've just added more to the team. We've got a player who's primarily proven Isak. Cool, he's been injured. He's been obviously not much fit, but you've added to the squad. I just feel like the players have just dropped off massively. But he as well, like tactically, they look clueless, man.
I agree.
Absolutely clueless. So they've added to their team. If anything, there should be more criticism for Slot, but yeah,
I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm just saying,
I get what you mean.
The directors have made an error because they haven't made a balanced team.
Yeah, I agree.
He's now putting out. I'm not a coach, but he's putting out a team on paper that over the last few game weeks, I can't really find much fault in his team selection. So now we have to go because he's playing the guys. So now we have to go to the balance of the team. Is the balance there? And if the balance is not there, the people that scouted these players to go into this system, they have to also be under scrutiny as well.
Yeah. Because the midfield, they neglected the midfield for me. Like
centre back, they neglected. Konate is on his last year. His head's clearly going to be in space. They've not got another centre back to come in. Joe Gomez has always been injury prone. Salah's getting older. They've got no right wing depth. So
I think it all starts there. Now it's easy to say now. By the way,
I know. Yeah.
If I was in their position, I would have wanted Salah and Van Dijk to re-sign as well. But when you look at it, it was probably the time to be like, all right, because then you can afford this kind of season as well. Not that it's acceptable, but there's more. The fact that you re-signed the two main guys out of the three, or supposedly so, and then spent 500 mil on top of that. That's where a lot of this pressure comes from, in my opinion. If you had moved Salah and Van Dijk on, spent 600 mil, I think there would have been pressure because that's even more money. But I think it would have been more understandable what we're seeing. Like, for example, like the new signings ain't stepping up, but it's Salah and Van Dijk I'm looking at this. They dragged you lot over the. Well, I say dragged. I mean, they led the line last season. I feel like they won the league.
they did.
Yeah,
100% they did. And I'm open enough and I'm honest enough to say they both fallen off. Like, and we've seen players fall off very quickly. I know people say, "Oh, it doesn't happen." It does happen. Kevin De Bruyne thing. Liverpool had Fabinho.
Last year when we were talking about these contracts with Trent and Salah, I said on this show, is it a risk to give them contracts? Because the only way now they're going is down. Sometimes you got to know as a club when to cut the players. There were still people saying Kevin De Bruyne should have got 1 year. There was people still saying Aguero should have got 1 year. David Silva should have got 1 year. And then, you know, because we love them as players, we always want to give them that extra year. But you need someone at the club that's ruthless and say, no, the value of Van Dijk and Salah is only going to go this way.
Sorry,
Steve, I can tell you, I can very quickly tell you, look, for a fact, yeah, it's because Salah had an out of this world season, that Edwards, because this is where Edwards is a gangster, like Matisse says. Edwards didn't want to give Fabinho and Keita and Milner and Henderson new contracts, and he knew they were going to fall off, and they did. Yeah, same thing with this now. Because Salah had an iconic season, we were.
You have to give it him, man.
Listen, you have to give
it him. Otherwise, he didn't want to give him that thing, and that's why Salah was gone.
You have to remember the context here. This is a Salah that was putting up numbers. If they had let him go for free, the Liverpool fan base would have done an absolute madness. And we were saying at the time, maybe not Steve, oh, Van Dijk and Salah need to stay because the experience that they have and the know-how needs to be brought to the new squad at least for a year to help them kind of acclimatize, adapt, etc. Really, you have to look back to the summer before where they didn't future-proof the team in time for the drop-off, because you can't let Van Dijk and Salah go for free when you haven't been training a centre-back alongside Van Dijk, Konate's contract's running out, and you haven't been bedding in a new right winger behind Salah in his big season. It goes all the way back to the previous summer.
But check this out. And that gap is where Edwards and Hughes were not in the job, or Edwards is away from the club. So that where we didn't replace that.
You crammed everything in one summer.
Yeah. Exactly.
And letting go of Diaz doesn't get spoken about enough, man. I said it from the start, man. Diaz's intensity and what he brings, running in behind, his energy. Like, bro, like Gakpo, are you mad? Keeping Gakpo instead of Diaz, like, I'm not saying Diaz is outstanding and he's world class, but I take him any day over Gakpo, like any day. Sure. But obviously, I think he may have felt that there was a bit of disrespect. What was he on, like 45 grand a week or something like that? Or was that a fake contract? He wasn't on a good contract, was he?
No, he was on a normal contract. All the figures in the media were long. He was on 140 odd, 120 odd.
No one wanted Gakpo.
Yeah, nobody
wanted Gakpo.
But the thing is, we're talking like I'm going to stick up for Gakpo a little bit. I don't think he's a bad player, and he played his part in the title win last season. And since he's played that role where you could probably liken it, and I'm not saying it's the same level because, in my opinion, Trossard's the best 12th man, but he's been in and out with like patches of moments across the 2 or 3 years he's been at Liverpool.
But check this out. That's absolutely that's a brilliant example.
Got more IQ though. He's got more IQ.
No.
Yeah, he's got more IQ.
That's the exact example I was going to give, but I was going to use Martinelli. So you know where you guys have alternated between Martinelli, whoever's fresh and whoever's in better form. We've done that with Diaz. Now he's a first choice every week, every game. Long. That's where it gets long. Okay, last season he started 18 games only. And that's what his role is. He's a very good squad player, but he's not good enough to be a first team bona fide star. And that's where I'm with him.
That's why you got to give, like, you know, with Arsenal, they've I know it sounds mad, yeah. You say, get rid of Trossard, and you know, because there was fans out there saying, Trossard, move him on. I think Turkey, there was Martinelli, move him on. But when you're going for a lot of kind of competitions, you might need them, man, just in the season as a squad. Whereas you guys have said, you know what, you go. You know what I mean? And then who did you replace them with? With players that haven't been there, done it. You know.
The problem is Liverpool, they lost Trent in the summer. Losing Salah and Van Dijk in the same summer as well would have been a huge blow, in my opinion. Yeah. But the Gakpo thing, if Liverpool actually did their business properly, having Gakpo in the squad isn't a problem. Yeah. Players like Gakpo, like Turkish said, they're not there to play to start 70-80% of games. They're there to come into the team, in and out of the team, and then the value add is felt. When you start elevating them to a position where they're having to play them lion's share of minutes, that's when they get found out because they're not at the level to play that amount of minutes for Liverpool as a starter. There's squaddies.
All right, let's do prediction. Let's do the super chats and then move on as well into predictions. Let me get the Liverpool ones in now. So let me scroll quickly. I see a few showing love to the show, so we'll get them in at some point. Where are we? Oh, a couple of Chelsea ones. I'll save them to the end. P23 says, is this Liverpool title defense one of the worst in history? Yes. Vert's behavior on his 0014. Alexander dry knees. Cardi V cannot defend. Sorry. Shake my head. There was a couple more, I'm sure. Yeah, here we are. Luke says Liverpool's tactics all wrong. Build up play too slow. The passing around the back four is boring. Why sign all these players and not play to their strengths? That's the question from Luke. Big up Ryan. Grizz, I said if Slot didn't get 6 points from the last 2 games, he had to go. It's been 2 games and he didn't. He has to go. Do you agree?
Yeah.
And 10B says Grizz makes more football sense with food in his mouth than without premium waffle.
You know what, this brother? I was just on a stream an hour ago when he sent another 100 rupees with the same thing as well. What a dickhead! He's going around sending 100 rupees.
He's chasing you around.
He's chasing me around with 100 rupees. Lord have mercy.
With the rupees. Predictions. Let's go, SAEED. Leeds, Liverpool.
Boy, I'm gonna go. Boy, I don't even know, man. I'll go 2-1 Liverpool.
Okay, 2-1 Liverpool. I'm gonna go 2-2. Steve?
2-1 Liverpool.
2-1. Tobs?
Yep, 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1. Matisse?
2-2.
2-2. And SAEED. I'm sorry, Grizz.
Everyone's gone 2-1, man. I've got to do a little bit something different, and I'm going.
No, you
2-0.
don't.
He does. He does.
He does.
I'm actually rooting for you, Grizz, man. I'm actually rooting for
Man,
you.
Big man's giving me tactics these days. I don't know what's going on, man. Big man giving me tactics. Okay.
You're actually
Wow.
lucky. Well, I didn't get mine in time, but you were actually going to be further adrift at the bottom the way
Yeah.
this week was going.
I was scared. I'm saving all my chips for rainy day. I'm fasting.
Last three game weeks.
Grizz, I know you've got to go at a certain point. I know you've sent your predictions in, so whenever you need to go, you can just do what you need to do.
Peace, love, tranquility, boys.
Love,
SAEED.
love.
Yeah, love.
I'm gonna listen in. Yeah, I'm gonna listen in.
Yeah. Make sure.
Come on.
Let me just write his predictions down. I got them all here. All right, cool. We're in. All right. What's the weekend looking like? All right, let's go. Well, Arsenal. I mean, on Brentford, it was just a light win. Yeah. Heavy rotation, got the job done. Not much. I mean, Marino again. I could ask Tobs, is he still shit? And he could still swerve it for another week.
I didn't call him shit. I said he's not good.
Then he's bad.
Same.
No, he's just average.
Okay.
So if a player's not good, that means they're shit.
Not a great squad player, no?
No.
He scores goals, but do you actually watch some of these performances?
Nah, I close my eyes while we're playing football. And then
Clearly you do. Clearly you do. Because he does so many wrong things, but because he pops up with a header, you'll tell me that I should call him a good player. Get out of here, man.
What did he pop up with against Tottenham? Wasn't it a Lionel Messi through ball cutting your defense to shreds?
Good on him.
Was that a header as well?
Good on him when we gave him it was a great piece of play when we gave him acres of space and time. Listen, he does his thing for you. He pops up in crucial moments with a nice pass. Obviously, I saw the assist for Saka. He's got a decent left peg on him. But my point with Moreno is overall, I don't think he's a good player. Sorry, I don't. I watch your
think you know
team.
what,
You've got
Are
many
you? Can I ask you? Are you being stubborn a bit now? Because
yeah, you
I'm
are
not
being
being,
stubborn.
no, I'm
Like,
not being
you are,
stubborn.
you are.
I'm not
He's
being
You're
stubborn.
being wrong and strong. You're being wrong and strong,
he's
bro.
being more than serviceable in terms of
Yeah,
output
exactly.
right now. And really, what is his role right now? Forget what his role was when he came in. His role when he came in, I agree with you, was at 8.
Yeah,
Midfield. Are you going to run games? Are you going to create from deep? Are you going to? No, he's not doing none of that. Cool. So let's scrap the old version of Mikel Merino, what he came in to be, and let's just talk about what he is right now. What he is right now is someone who is impacting games, winning points with goals from all sorts of variety, left foot on the ground, in the air, right? He's still dropping in to do the link play. He's actually been Arsenal's best striker now for the since the start of the calendar year, up against all the other forwards that cost double the money.
Is it hard? Is it hard?
I'm not saying it's hard, but they're top of the league. You have to give credit to the guy that cost 35 million or whatever.
Yeah, but you're not
up front. Who's up front running the strike force, bro? Saka's not scoring loads of goals this season.
But what I want to figure out is me saying, are you asking
you don't rate him at all? I think you mean you don't
I
rate
didn't
him
say
as
I
a
don't rate him
midfielder.
at all. I said I don't think he's good.
But you don't think he's a good midfielder. You can't say he's not a good player when he's literally Arsenal's main striker for the whole calendar year in the best performing team in the league.
What it is here, Tob, you were speaking, I think, at the time as a midfielder, but I think now you've got to admit though that his role in the team right now is very, very useful, and now he's actually doing very well.
Useful. I've never said it's not useful.
You said he's a very bad player though. You've called him a bad player.
No, man, I'm saying he's a good player. I'm saying he's not good. That's what I said.
He's not good though.
I think he's got decent fundamentals. I think he's.
But my thing is, why do you care if I don't think he's good? If we want to praise his performance, let's.
Well, why do we do a show every week if we're not like?
If he keeps scoring every week and he ends the season with 20 goals, we're gonna ask you again: is he good or not? And you're gonna have to respond.
Why do we care what he says? Let's just let him speak. Don't reply. Don't answer. And just move on every week. Then should we do that?
Yeah, we're not going to challenge each other.
That's it. And you don't challenge us on anything we say.
I'm not
exactly. Yeah. Don't ask me no questions now. When I tell you Andre Santos is good, don't ask me again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why do you care?
Why do you care? Why do you care?
Ask me about Cunha. You know what I mean? Ask me about any of these players.
Ask me again.
The point I was trying to make was, it's my opinion. You may not agree with it. You can challenge it. But what I'm saying is, why is it so important for you
it's clearly being disproven.
Yeah,
how
I think more than ever now he's showing more than capable.
Okay, cool. By your logic, Brennan Johnson's a good player. Cool.
Well, we told you that last year.
So yeah, I'm glad. Stick to it. He's a good player.
He's playing up front. Hold on a second. He's playing up front. He's scoring goals. That is his job. Brennan Johnson's playing out wide, getting tap-ins at the back post. He's not a good winger. He's not creating. He's not good on the dribble. There's a difference. This guy, you need to get out of your head. He's playing as a striker. That's why I don't think you understand. The striker is scoring goals. Do you get me?
Facts.
Yeah. And
if he came in as a striker, put up the numbers he did, you wouldn't be saying he's a bad player.
Sure.
You know, you got to give Mikel credit as well, man, because he's persistent with it as well. He's seeing, you know what, man, no point bringing Gyökeres back in. You know what I mean? Like, even though I know he's the main guy, but don't fix something that isn't broken, man. I mean, just keep continuing it. Obviously, there's going to be a time where Gyökeres will have to come back in.
Does he agree with that?
Yeah, no, I'm saying no, but it's true. I think it's true. I don't think it's bad.
No. Turkish, come to the stage. Come to the stage.
My brother SAEED is speaking facts.
So you agree with it? Okay, cool.
But the thing is, though, I don't get what you're trying to say, Tobs. I know what you're trying to do here, but I don't think, you got to change it now. While it's working, you got to continue this, bro. I think Merino now is showing that he's very capable of continuing this role. Yeah, he can come off the bench, Gyökeres, and do something. That's what he's going to be there for.
That's what he has
right now, as it stands.
Yeah.
That's
what he has to do. Because I agree with you that it's Merino's position now to lose. I think it'll be harsh to take him back, right? But that's not to say I don't expect or want Gyökeres.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And put the pressure on him, because that's meant to be your role. That's what you signed up for. I actually like what Merino's doing, because if he wasn't doing that, then a striker that has been underwhelming in the first 10-15 games before the injury comes back into a side that the position just laid out for him. Now he's come back in off the injury after an underwhelming 10-15 games where you could apply context and give him benefit of doubt, fine. But now he has to fight for that spot back. If that doesn't create the better striker to get him, you know, going and hit the ground running from this injury, then I'm sorry, like, you know, that's a challenge that a striker has to face. Every player has to face. So Gyökeres has to be looking at Marino saying, this guy ain't even a striker and he's starting ahead of me. Okay, brother, come on and show why you should be starting. And if you don't do it, then long live Marino. But if you do it, then we're good. Like, I'm not connected to any one player here. I'd love Havertz to come back and score 15 for the rest of the season, or Jesus. I couldn't care less who does it. Just do it. So yeah, I think Marino's position to lose. Gyökeres needs to fight for it back. We got a big game against Aston Villa midday. Not only the game, not only it being away, but we can't afford to drop points. You know, looking at City 2 points behind us, I know it was only 24 hours. It didn't make for good reading considering we've been so good this season, so solid, and City have had patches of inconsistency. But it's that the margins are that close. So we need to win this game on Saturday. You know, apply some pressure, because I expect City to beat Sunderland. I think Sunderland, you know, left a lot on the line against Liverpool, and that was probably the one they saw more hope in. I hope Sunderland do something, but I'm expecting a City win. So anything less than 3 points against Villa, and all of a sudden it's looking spicy again, you know. So we need to win that game. It's Unai Emery, good record against Mikel. I think it's about 50-50 in the balance in terms. Actually, no, Emery's probably got a few more wins over the years. But we've got, listen, the defensive thing is unfortunate. We need to leave it back. Mosquera going off on top of the centre backs out. It's not ideal. You know, Ben White, Timber, you know, they played well. Timber's played a lot of games. Ben White looked great, you know, against Brentford. But is he ready to play back to back yet? You know, against Villa away, I'm not too sure. So we need Saliba back. Odegaard back in, obviously. Eze Saka rested against Brentford. So I'm looking at this Villa game and I'm saying, all right, we've got all the ingredients to get the win. And I think we will get the win, but it's a tough game, man. Villa left it all on the line against Bournemouth. Against Brighton, sorry. 2-0 down. They won it 4-3 in the end. So I'm hoping that's taken the wind out of them. So we need to win this game. Anything less than a win, the X universe, everyone starts getting giddy. Come 2 p.m., if Arsenal don't win that game, everyone's giddy on the internet for the rest of the weekend, because it's, you know, there's a chance it all comes closing in and whatnot. So the pressure's on, but I love it because that's what it's about. You have to show up in these pressure moments. You have to show up. So yeah,
this game is massive, man. Bro, we Aston Villa's form, man. You gotta give Unai Emery massive credit, man.
I thought he was gonna be sacked.
Bro, they didn't. I think they didn't score in their first 4 games, I believe.
No, right.
First 4 games, and the brother is sitting 3rd in the league. How many points are they behind you, by the way?
6 points behind us.
If they win, it'll be 3 points.
Brother.
By Matisse's army's logic, that means they're in the title race.
Hold on a second. My army made it very clear we needed to beat Arsenal and go 3 points behind. Don't misinterpret what my army said, right?
Not you. I said your army, not you.
No.
You said it.
No. I went to Turkish's house. I broke in. I nearly woke up Zakai. My bad. And I said we have to beat Arsenal and then we're going to war. We did not beat Arsenal. Forget the context of how we didn't beat Arsenal. We did not beat Arsenal. Since then, I have not been on this platform to defend myself. I've sent someone in my absence. He has done a madness, and now people are putting shit on me that I did not say. Let's just keep it. Let's keep it crystal clear. Let's keep it crystal clear.
Look at him throwing Dunn under the bus.
No, I'm not throwing nobody under the bus, but I think people need to remember the terms and conditions that applied for that game on Sunday. I said we have to win. We did not win. So we go back to the drawing board.
Are you giving back your army gear back? Are you sending your clothes back to the
it's in the cupboard. It's in the cupboard. Listen, you never know what can happen in this world. But right now, the title, we're not talking about title anymore. We just focused on ourselves. We could lose to Bournemouth, brother. We can't talk about title now. It's done. No more talking.
Yeah.
But it's still in there.
It's gonna be an interesting matchup.
Who's played Villa this season out of us lot so far?
We got beat at Villa Park.
We got beat.
Villa
in the
Park
game
well.
that we actually deserved to lose as well.
We haven't played them.
We played them twice this month. We played them Saturday, and then we played them in 3.5 weeks again.
What?
That's same with us with Sunderland.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Yeah, we do that with
Brentford. Same with us with Brentford.
I say, okay, so everyone basically got
Liverpool beat them. To be fair, they handed them a victory, man. Let's be honest. Martinez and that were faffing around. Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the weird thing about them, they're like, they've got European football. Like Ollie Watkins before this game, I don't think had scored a goal. So they're it's a bit of a funny team, man. Donny Marlin's coming out this season. I don't know what he's doing. He's having a good season as well. So it's going to be an interesting game, man. I just think for me, if Arsenal can win that game and then Sunderland and Man City, if there were to be drop points there, that would be huge. So it's a big game, 12:30 kickoff. You know what I mean? You know what they say? It's anything can happen. But yeah, man, it's a massive, bro. Massive game. This one here.
Let me look at the super chats then and then see predictions. Arsenal, let's get something. Garbo says, fun fact, United had the same set piece goals as Arsenal this season so far, yet one team gets called Stoke City FC. Yeah, United set pieces have leveled up.
Yeah.
But are they not the type of team that you'd expect to be having to rely upon set pieces in terms of the quality?
Oh, so we've shown that it's not just set pieces with us now. We ain't scored a set piece in 4 games. All of our goals.
Talking about Man United.
Yeah,
but he said, don't you expect them to rely upon? Now, I don't know if the rely upon was a bit of shade this way, so I'm just making sure.
No. It's Man United shade. I can't lie.
Okay. I don't know. It's a Warzone, this show. So you got
how can it be a Warzone when one person's put there?
Why are you going to just bait him into it? By the way, can we just remember you got absolutely battered by Arsenal when you had the opportunity to do something? So don't be talking too tough over there. Yeah?
Oh, really? Because guess what? I'm a realist. I said we were going to lose.
Oh, well done. Congratulations. Congratulations. You've gone through nothing but trauma in your footballing fan career.
I'm sorry, I'm not delusional.
Oh, well done for having realism as a Tottenham fan. It must be so difficult to be real.
I'm so sorry that I'm not delusional like you.
9 times out of 10, I would be pretty real too.
That I'm not delusional like you, Donald Duck. And
brother, if you were to win something on a regular, if you were to win, you'd probably be a bit delusional, bro. But you don't win anything.
We won something last season,
bro. 9 times out of 10 in your life, you don't win anything. So it's very easy to be real.
Well, we won something last season. So now what? We won something last season.
You were getting delusional when Doherty was playing well. Do you remember?
We won something last season. So now what?
You called James Maddison a football genius.
Now what?
So don't pretend like you don't get delusional, bro.
If you want to talk about things that we said,
your players don't even accomplish anything. They don't even pick up.
If you want to talk about things
delusional, bro. Your players don't even have to lift silverware before you get delusional.
Let's move on this way because we don't need to derail.
You start saying that Basuma is better than Declan Rice. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. Basuma's better than Declan Rice.
1v1
team.
Guys.
Jadon Sancho has won more.
Let's leave them together.
Won trophies.
Getting talk on his boots. Man
He's
said,
a Europa League
this
winner.
is the best left winger.
He's got the same amount of trophies as James
said
Maddison.
This is the best left winger in the
same
league.
amount of trophies as James Maddison, bro. Don't forget it. Don't forget it.
In the Premier League. This man said Sancho was the best left winger in the Premier League after 2 games of getting talk on his boots.
Bro, who am I? And who is the player? Who is the player that you told me? You can't put him above Anthony Gordon. What's Anthony Gordon doing? What's Anthony Gordon been doing? Nothing.
1v1 demon.
Like I said, the caliber at left wing is cheeks, bro. Cheeks.
World-class players galore.
To the point where Trossard is now considered the best left winger in the league.
Okay, no problem, man. No problem.
31-year-old Trossard. 31-year-old Trossard is considered the best left winger in the league right now.
No problem.
Yeah? So don't
Jadon Sancho. Guys, Jadon Sancho, he can't. Fam, they paid money. So they wouldn't sign him permanently.
By the way,
he was saying this is the best left winger in the league.
Later, he stood on that football genius thing with 10 toes, bro, for like 10 months.
Football genius is clear of Jadon Sancho.
At least I retracted my shit a week later.
Football genius has won a trophy at Spurs. So how about that?
Well done.
Yeah?
Well done. A final that he didn't even play. You fucking shameless man.
Football genius has won a trophy, and Football Genius got us to that final in the first place.
What, so you beat Bodo Glimt. Oh, well done. You beat Bodo Glimt, yeah?
Oh,
Football
but when you're
Genius
beating,
versus-
but when you're
versus Bodo
beating
Glimt.
scrubs in the Donald Trump Invitational on
PSG.
route to
You're comparing
when you're
Bodo Glimt to
beating
PSG.
scrubs in the Donald
PSG.
Trump Invitational en
PSG.
route to beating PSG, it's okay now. It's okay now. You're playing teams from Guatemala and Bolivia
Allow
and
it.
stuff.
Allow
But
it.
when you turn up against
Oh,
PSG,
you want
we won
to
the Club
compare
World
the
Cup.
Brazilian
Get out of
teams
here, man.
against
Get out of here.
Bodo
Get
Glimt.
out of here,
Okay,
bro.
no problem.
Get
That's
out
how
of
you
here.
do it. You're not. That's how
Thank
you
you
know
for
you're not a
derailing
global
the show.
guy.
I needed that.
You're
That was
not a
that was
global guy.
cathartic.
You're
Thank
not a
you.
global guy. You're
Anthony
comparing
needed
Brazilian
that.
teams to Bodo Glimt. Fair enough. I hope the Brazilians come for you. I really do.
Harsh Nate says, give me Timber playing back to back games at right back, centre back, left back, goalkeeper, striker, then injuries games playing once every 2 weeks. Get the fuck out of here. Free Palestine. This one's replying earlier to GRIZZ. In fact, I got called a dickhead. I don't mind that, but I would like to see the same energy maintained both ways. Uncle's sensitive sometimes, man. And sometimes when it's late.
Yeah, man, allow him, man. He's just
No,
Especially when
no,
it's talk about food.
no chicken wings. Yeah, it gets a bit,
Yeah.
a bit ratty. So apologies on his behalf. But yeah, that's the Arsenal super chats in. So we'll do predictions. SAEED, Aston Villa, Arsenal.
I'm gonna go. I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal.
3-1. I'm gonna go 2-1. I'm gonna go 2-1 Arsenal. Steve.
I'm going to say 2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa. Tobs.
I'm gonna say 2-2 Aston Villa Arsenal.
2-2. Matisse.
2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa. And GRIZZ has gone 2-1 Arsenal. So that's all the predictions in. Couple Villa wins, a few Arsenal wins, and a draw from Tobs. We will be there. Moving on. Well, we've done Arsenal, Chelsea. So it only makes sense to do City plus another roller coaster of a game against Leeds. You come away with the points, a goal line clearance in that one as well, actually, in the last minute. And you move on to Sunderland at the Etihad on the weekend. So yeah, Steve, talk to us.
Yeah, game was mad. Anyone that watched it, it was for the neutral. It was great for anyone involved. Arse was flapping last 10 minutes. 5-1 up, coasting. Erling Haaland, 100 goals, fastest to ever do it. Fastest to ever do 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. You know what I mean? Fastest to do it. Facts. So, yeah, that League Two striker is not doing too bad. Other than that, wanted to speak to Toby about Phil Foden. You know what I mean? A player that he criticised a lot last season. A lot of people on this panel did. You know what I mean? Said he didn't really win anything. It was all about the other players in the team. We can all be in a great side and didn't really do nothing. But I told you what would happen when they start giving the ball in the right position. Say again.
When did I say that he didn't do anything?
Not you. The other fella there did, the Chelsea fella. He liked to say that.
Here we go.
He's smiling as well.
Here we go.
You know what?
Phil Foden Defence League comes out. We're judging him on world-class standards, which is what he was called after his breakout season. He's now banged in a goal against Fulham, and suddenly now we have to all get the receipts out and start making claims. Is this guy world-class or not, Steve? Let's just get to it.
Yes, 100%.
Right. So we judge him off world-class player. So is this world-class levels he's putting up last season when we was criticising him? No.
This is what we said. I said to you, how can you slag a player off for having one bad season? You've seen the great Mo Salah now. He's having a worse season than Phil Foden's ever had, but no one's saying the same energy. I'm not doing
this argument again. I'm not doing this again.
We're criticising Salah.
I'm not comparing a 33-year-old winger with a man in his prime again.
Hold on a minute. No. You're comparing a winger. Hold on. You're comparing a winger that was hitting these mad, ridiculous numbers for the last 10 seasons on the trot.
Matisse, come back, man. Matisse, come back.
No, because Steve, I'm not doing this again. I'm not. I rebuke it. I actually rebuke this comparison.
No. I heard that bit. We can't compare them two. But yeah, what I think it is. Go on, Tom.
Hold on a minute. Of course, you can compare them two, because if a player if he's consistent for 10 seasons and all of a sudden he has one bad season, right? He's allowed to have one bad season, is he not? Phil Foden. Phil Foden. Hold on a minute. Phil Foden won the treble and 4 league titles in a row, right? Scoring goals at the Bournemoth in the top corner, winning titles, scoring goals, winning leagues. Yeah. I know some of you guys don't do that anymore, but this is what he was doing. PFA Player of the Seasons, Young Player of the Years, he won the World Cup with the under-21, all this shit he was doing in his career.
But apparently, he did that as well, bruv.
Apparently, but he's never won the league. He's not won the league, though, has he? He's not won 4 in a row, and he's not won the treble. So calm down.
Salah stuff. He's not Salah.
Calm down.
He's not Salah. He hasn't had the career Salah's had, and he's not the same age as Salah. Compare him to his age mates.
Oh, you the age police now. You the age police. So
yes,
it's an age thing now.
Yes, it's an age thing. Yes. Don't compare
ages, man.
with a 33-year-old winger. Yes.
Oh, it's an age thing now.
Yeah,
but what about Mo Salah last season when he took the piss out of everyone? Was he old then?
Bro, he dropped off. He's finished, bro. He's collapsed.
Oh,
what can we say?
No, I'm just making an example. Right? Why don't you just admit that last season you got giddy and got excited and you hoped that Phil Foden was finished, and now he's
finished. This is what you do. This is what you do. This is what you do. You want to do the world is against us mentality. No one said Phil Foden was finished. He was criticised.
You said
no. You was on a run. Hold on a second.
He won nothing. It was the other players around him. We could all win trebles with Kevin De Bruyne.
13 games you went, and I think you won 1 game. And God Almighty, we decides to criticize Phil Foden, who the whole team built around after taking on the baton from fucking Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva, and suddenly Phil Foden has to actually step up. And City have won 1 game in 13. Oh my God! Don't criticize the Mancunian. No, you can't do that. And
stop putting Iniesta.
Yeah. Stop putting Iniesta. Can't get criticism. So now you
want to put Iniesta, but we can't hold him.
Stop putting Iniesta. Can't get criticism.
Cabinet like Phil's. Lay off him for 1 year.
Calvin Phillips got the trophy cabinet as well. Where's
Calvin 1 year's grace?
Where is it?
You can but Steve, you can give him 1 year's grace if you want. But my thing is,
that's what I told you last year, but you didn't say that. If a man's
playing poorly, we're gonna say a man's playing poorly.
Right, well, hold on a minute. Was the whole team last season playing poorly? The whole team?
Yeah, and they all got criticised.
No, they didn't all get criticised. You kept saying last season, "Where's Phil Foden? Where's Phil Foden?"
You asked for the best players. He's the best player. He's world class. You just called him world class.
Hold on a minute. Did it not come out at the end of this season that he had certain issues last season as well? Right. Okay, that's fine.
I find it interesting. Like, you can consider all these factors with your players. He's got issues. This is happening.
No.
How do you know this didn't happen for some of the other players that you're criticizing?
So don't criticize anyone then. Don't criticize Xerxes. Personal problems.
I said last season that Phil Foden was having a bad season. But I said, in the context of a bad season, after what he's done the 6 seasons before that, I'm going to allow it. And you lot said, no, you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't do this. And he's like, right, okay. And then this season now, he's showing you all, he's showing you all, and all you little superstar wannabe Brazilian samba fucking bullshit bandits that you've got playing for you. He's showing them all.
You got one. Comparing Esteban, 18-year-old Esteban, and Santos, who's been
I've heard it all now, man. I've heard it all now, bro.
Let's make it make sense. Let's compare Santos. Let's compare Santos in his first Premier League season and Esteban in his first Premier League season with Foden, who's been here for 8 years. That's really good comparison. Comparisons are finished.
Is it an age thing? Is it an age thing? Is it an age thing?
It is an age thing, bro. It is an age thing. It is an age thing.
Is it younger than him out there? Because that's how it works in your mind, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how it works.
This is crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm going to ask the 25-year-old grown-ass man with kids to do more. Yes,
he's not a youngster anymore.
He's not a youngster.
Everything.
You treat him like Lingard was getting treated. You think he's
my man said Lingard,
You know what's mad, yeah? So, like, obviously, Steve says Phil Foden's world class. He's this. There was a long running debate on Foden versus Saka, right? And Bukayo Saka has literally carried that Arsenal attack for years, bro. Now, when we're asking Phil Foden
to what? No, they've won fuck all.
Here we go. See.
Yo, Tobs, man, don't say that, man. Don't say that.
No. It's the truth. It's the truth because last season we were like, yo, Kevin De Bruyne's gone. The keys are yours, Phil. Here's the car, drive it. And a man crashed into a tree, and you're telling us, don't say the man crashed into a tree. He crashed into a tree.
No, he didn't.
He crashed into a tree. Yes, he did. He crashed into a tree.
Hold on a minute. Kevin De Bruyne's been injured for many a season for 3 or 4 months. And who picked up the mantle? Who's scoring goals at the Bernabeu Stadium? Who's scoring hat-tricks against Man United? Who's going away to Brentford scoring hat-tricks? So don't talk fucking shit to me about Kevin De Bruyne.
He was fantastic.
His one World
He was
Cup.
fantastic. I'm not saying he wasn't fantastic.
You've got selective memory. You've got selective memory. You only remember what you want to remember. But I remember fucking everything. And at the end of the day, Phil Foden has dragged this Manchester City team over the line many a time, mate. When we've needed big goals in big games, Phil Foden's turned up. So don't pretend that Phil Foden's dancing around in the middle of the park.
Nobody said he.
Nobody
Nobody said he was. When he had that season, we gave him credit. In the seasons prior, we've always given him credit. When I mentioned the Kevin De Bruyne points, I'm not saying Kevin De Bruyne didn't get injured. I'm not saying there hasn't been moments where Phil Foden, in spells over the course of the season, Phil Foden hasn't picked the team up. We saw that in your last Premier League title winning season. That's why he won PFA Player of the Year or whatever it was. My point was there is literally no Kevin De Bruyne. There's no return for Kevin De Bruyne. Now the sole responsibility is on you. Kevin De Bruyne's not here. Rodri's injured. Brother, this is you. Here's the keys. Here's the keys. Take him, drive. And he wasn't driving last season.
So last season, Kevin De Bruyne was there.
So bring it back onto this week because I think Foden's goal against Leeds was a match winner and it was a good finish, but he scored a banger against Fulham. I can't lie to you.
It's fantastic goal.
Because this one can drag on, and this argument can drag on for sure. But
there's no argument. At the end of the day, he's hating on him. He did it with Grealish.
How's it hate?
It's hate. How's it hate? Because I'm telling you something. If you had a player like Phil Foden at Tottenham Hotspur, you'd have a statue of Phil Foden outside your ground. Phil Foden has won more fucking trophies than your whole team has ever won in its life. So don't take the piss out of Phil Foden.
Man said don't take the piss. Guys. If Steve asked me, do you think Phil Foden's a quality player? I'll always say yes. If you ask me, is he a world-class player? I'll say no, because he's not maintained a consistent world-class standard.
So out of 7 seasons, he's had 1 season where he dropped off and he's not maintained a world-class standard after winning the treble.
Was he world-class in the other 6 seasons?
He wasn't world-class.
No, Steve thinks he was. Steve thinks he was world-class in the other 6 seasons.
Oh my days.
He won the treble and he's won the 4 in a row. So he's
when Phil Foden needed to turn up, Phil Foden turned up.
Right.
When we needed him in games at derbies and stuff like that, he turned up. He scored in the Burnley.
When Kevin De Bruyne and David Silva have done the heavy lifting for 80 minutes and he comes on last 10 and gets the bangs in a winner, that's what it is. That's what it is. This is Solomon Kalou in some seasons. That's what this is.
Wow. That's gonna get him. That's gonna make him blow up.
I'm not gonna fall for that bullshit with him. He's taking the piss, mate. Listen. The guy's turning up on a fucking on a live stream in fucking full G.I. Joe army outfit and then rolls away into the hills with a white flag. This is who you're gonna rely on for the rest of the season, bro. Are you sure you wanna end relations here?
I'm not gonna lie, bro, when my Premier League like affairs are done, bro, you know how I get, man. I've gone wild now.
It's gone rogue. It's gone
rogue, bro.
The thing is, as much as Steve says I'm in this and that, I'm delighted Phil Foden's back banging in the goals. I need that.
Yeah, because you want them to win the league, innit? Yeah.
That's what it took last time round to win the league.
So you're twerking for Foden?
Yeah, man. Come on, Philip Foden, man.
What do you mean twerking?
You're twerking for Foden. That's what you just said.
Absolutely, man. Me and Tobs are tapping twerking for Foden.
You using this twerk?
They love Foden, bro.
We love Foden. Love Man City as well. Love Man City.
A man's name was called Turkish, bro. You telling me about twerking is hilarious. Your name was called Turkish for a reason.
And you're about wasn't you twerking Tobs? Don't ever. You was twerking Tobs, bro.
Turkish. You're Turkish. Turkish. Chill. Yeah, chill. Yeah.
It's funny.
Anyway, back to the game. We were 5-1 up. We was cruising. We were same against Leeds. We were 2-0 up, cruising. We've got very, very light in midfield. He took off Nico. Thought he could put John Stones in there, see the game out. Didn't work. Basically, Fulham thought, you know what, we can just run right through the midfield. The defence was knocking it clear, the second balls. Fulham were just having 3 shots at the edge of the box. The goals they scored were class. And it got to 5-4 and it got a little bit edgier. So offensively wise, it was a great performance. But defensively, midfield especially, with no screen up near the defence, it was literally like a pigeon shooting. It was free for all. And Fulham could have, well, probably should have got a point if it weren't for Josko Gvardiol hitting it over the bar. So we need to address it. He's tried it in the last 2 games. Nico Gonzalez, Bernardo Silva, Tijani Reinders, midfield. All 3 of them players are slow as fuck. There's no legs there. Yeah, they're good on the ball, and going forward, we look good with them. But defensively wise, no. And I feel like Sunderland at weekend, they'll be a lot tougher than both Leeds and Fulham. I feel like Sunderland this season are playing well. The midfield especially is going to be solid, and he's got to get it right. I feel like he's trying to accommodate Foden just in that in the role he wants him, where he's more offensive, but we're sacrificing a lot in the midfield. So we've got to tighten it up. Hopefully they've learned a lesson over the last 2 games that, you know, you don't always get lucky to score last minute against Leeds, and to hit one over the bar last minute to stop a draw. Could have gone either way. Could have been 2-2, 5-5, and then we're having a different conversation. So we're still winning. We're still where we need to be, but we're riding our luck a little bit, and we just got to get the job done against Sunderland at weekend, which I think he will do. Savinho came on again, garbage. The fans are really getting on his case now. We want to know who turned the money down from Tottenham. we need to know who did
that. Yo. He's never going to forget about that 70 million.
70 million. He's right though, because I'm seeing it on Twitter. The City fans are onto him, bro.
Brother, he's garbage, man.
Yeah, even
the thing is with him, when you're going for a title, you can't afford to have a player like that who's not hitting the heights, who's literally just coasting. We can't afford to give him time. We can't afford to bed him in. We need him delivering now. And that's what he's not doing. He's coming off the bench and he's looking anything but that kind of player. I feel like if Tottenham came in with fucking 30 million in January, they'd probably let him go, you know?
After giving him a new deal, that's a bit mad, you know?
Yeah, but I think the new deal thing, they stretch them deals out a little bit to stretch them wages out a bit. I've seen that done before, so that's a bit of a random one, but he's definitely not got a future at Man City. I don't think he's good enough, you know? We had Jeremy Doku on the other night, and every time we attacked, they were scared for him to come forward because Jeremy was, as soon as he got the ball, he was on him. As soon as he brought Savinho on, they just stepped up another 10 yards and thought, you know what? Fuck it. He's not going to hurt us. Even if he gets through, he ain't going to hurt us. And that's what they did. And
City are vulnerable, though, man, Steve. City are vulnerable. I can't lie to you. City.
Yeah, we are, but we're also very good attacking. So you might score 4.
I agree.
I agree. 7, you know? Haaland hit the inside of the post twice. Yeah. You know, it should have been goals. So it's a bit of a shootout at the minute. It's exciting to watch.
But would you rather have, though? You rather have a team that just so, like,
no, I want us to be solid. I want us to be solid and win 2-0, no problem. But I mean, don't get me wrong. If someone said you could win the league and you're going to win every game 6-5, 6 finger, I'd take it because it's going to be exciting. But it's never going to end like that. You're going to get caught out, you know. But we've got no midfield. This is how bad it was, right? I'm watching the game and I'm thinking, you're bringing John Stones on to try and defensive midfield. I can't remember last time a City player in midfield put a tackle in where I thought, oh, that was a big, nice tackle. And I can't remember it. We haven't got tacklers. Then I'm thinking, where the fuck's Calvin Phillips? Because he's getting paid and he's fit, but he's a defensive midfielder. If you can't bring Calvin Phillips on with 20 minutes to go at 5-1 up just to see the game out and rattle a few cages and you know, keep it tight, then we've got a problem. But I don't even think he's capable of that. So we need Rodri back. Rodri comes back soon and it's a different game. It's a different kettle of fish. The midfield's instantly 10 times better than what it is. The defense will be better because we've got that screen. People criticising Donnarumma. I mean, there's now he could have done about them goals, man. They're 3 shots from the edge of the box. It was just one of them things, you know. But yeah, we do look vulnerable at the minute, so we need to sort it out.
Let's look at super chats. A couple on Foden. Scalachi says Foden is very talented but inconsistent. He's not world class, and trophies don't make him that. They certify world class status. Consistency is key. And James adds, fair play to Foden. That pass he rolled to Eze where he put it top corner was world class. And I think that's the 2 we have on City. Yep, cool. Predictions, Saeed. City, Sunderland.
Yeah, I think Sunderland's energy will be very, very low. I think they put a lot into these last couple of games. I'm gonna go with City to win 2-0.
2-0. I'm gonna go 2-2. Steve.
3-1, sir.
3-1. Tobs.
2-1 City. City. Sorry.
2-1. Matisse.
3-1 City, Foden hat trick.
Yeah, this is a top performance this evening.
Told you, man. No title, Matisse. Now you can just relax, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, you need me in that title race because now I'm not in it, bro. Fuck, you know.
He's done 2-1. He's done 2-1 City. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving to. I mean, Tottenham Brentford's a better game, but United tonight, bro. I don't care, man. You lot decide who gives a shit.
Let's talk about Man United.
Yeah, no, I think we talked about Tobs and Frank, man. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, but we have talked about United and Amorim, bro.
I know. But we've been in.
I would like for us to talk about them again. Because if we want to cast our mind back to 7 or 8 weeks ago when they were on that 3 or 4 game unbeaten streak, and I said, I don't get it. They still look poor. I got pelters from the chat. They still look poor. They're still badly coached. Not necessarily from SAEED. I got pelters.
Yeah.
You're a hater. You're a Man United this or that. I'm like, fam, are we watching the same games? I watched them against Forest. They were rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. I watched them against us. They were rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. They're not playing good football. They don't create enough chances. They don't dominate games. They have moments by Mbeumo and a couple others. And now, guess what? Those moments, they're not happening. And what a surprise. Man United are struggling to win football games. They are badly coached. They are a poor team. And they don't have poor players in some areas, but they do have a lot of poor players in other areas. They're not a good side.
If you two could swap managers tomorrow, do you do it?
No, not a chance. No way.
I would.
No way.
You would. You would, Paige, yeah?
Yeah, I would. I think Tom's Frank's a good manager. Obviously,
I think it's got to lie with the manager as well, because this Amorim guy, he's had a lot of time. Some of the results have been crazy. I don't see anything changing. I don't see anything different. I don't see anything that makes me think he's getting it right. You know, he's had a few transfer windows. He's brought players in. And it's just, they just seem to be coasting at a certain level. They don't seem to be getting any better. They just seem to be, dipping a bit worse every now and then, bringing it back up a notch, getting the odd result here and there. But I watched them tonight and I was like, nah, man, it's at home against West Ham. West Ham are there for the taking. It's struggling. You've let them come back into it. And I just feel like, I don't know where they go from here. I fucking praying that they keep hammering me. Because whatever they see in him, the hierarchy
30
there.
wins in 41, man. That's what they see in
that's
him,
what
bro.
I'm saying. Whatever they see in him, that I'm yet to see it. So for the blue side of Manchester, we're wanting Amorim to stay, man. We love him. He's doing a great job. But for SAEED and the boys, there comes a point where, fucking hell, man. I don't know.
There's a lot of fans that came today, first time and that, man. And I felt sorry for them, man. I just said, yo, man. My son's first time, And you think to yourself, man, just don't waste the money on this, man. But it's the love of the football club, innit? That brings you back in. But poor man, listen, I'm not even gonna gas up West Ham because they are dead. Like they are poor, but you know what I mean? Like that mid versus mid came together today, man. Like a lot of the time, with this Man United team, it's the individual brilliance that carries us, man. If you look at the goals against Crystal Palace here. Xerxes' finish was a very good finish, but look at the angle, like that's not coaching. Then you look at the goal from Mason Mount, like it's just a bit of smart thinking from Bruno. He lays it off. Palace are not ready. They score, and they were tired. Let's be honest, bro. I think Crystal Palace beat us on Sunday. Let's be really, really honest with ourselves. Today, 4 shots on target against West Ham. I mean, Bruno. I don't know if I've seen it back, but was that chance easy for Bruno? Because I don't know towards the end.
What, at the end?
From my end, it looked like it should have been a goal.
The volley at the end.
Yeah, the volley at the end from Bruno.
No, it was hard. It was hard.
Yeah, it was hard. Okay, fair enough.
Not even
Then.
chance. He can do it though. He's got the quality to do it.
He could have done it, but it's one of them where 9 times out of 10 it goes over the bar. Every one in 10 will fly in the corner. But he was struggling, man. It was hard.
Yeah. So it is. But I think you know what gets me, and this is the annoying thing, and I think for me, it's just this is not Man United, bro. I know Man United's DNA has been lost. You know what I mean, throughout the years, through Glazers and Ineos coming in as well. But 5 at the back, bro, when you're at home chasing a win is criminal. You've got, listen, I get it. We can discuss Kobe Mainoo's form this season. It hasn't been great. You've got Shea Lacey here, who is meant to be the next big thing at Man United in terms of our academy here. You can just bring him on, and you know what? We might not win the game, but that intent there to win the game, bro. Like Arsenal have done it with Max Dowman, who's 15. They don't need to bring him on, but they brought him on to say, you know what, man, we're going to bring him on because we feel like we want more goals. This manager is such an absolute, he's so negative, bro. He's anti-Man United, bro. He really, really is anti-Man United because you're telling me you need to make that Luke Shaw change for Martinez. What? Just because Martinez might progress the ball. Bro, the ball needs to go at the top of the pitch and we need to be creating chances, man. So I just don't understand what we're trying to do. Our chance creation is very, very minimal. It's Mbeumo and Ama trying to do something just by them out their own free will, just because they're good players. And it's that, bro, at home, man, we can't get a win at home.
We're going to lose players
back to back. Sorry?
Yeah, bro, both of them, bro. Both of them.
They're gone.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them gone. Bro, it's collapsed, bro.
They're the only two players that give Man United a bit of a spark. And this is another worrying thing as well. This manager has had 1 game a week. He's had 6 solid days on the training ground with his team. You ask how many Premier League managers in this league, if you could say to them, you can have a full season with 6 days training, full recoveries in the week, that would be heaven to them. He has got everything on the plate. There's no excuses for this guy, and nothing is improving. Nothing's improving.
No. And I know you're I don't want to get into this in terms of your feelings about the player, but you just mentioned Mainoo, and I don't mention him much. I mean, a couple of years ago, burst on the scene, a lot of hype about him. And I've just looked behind, because when you said, SAEED, that, he hasn't been great this season, I think I wanted to just 107, aside from 90 minutes against Grimsby, Mainoo's played 178 minutes across all other games. That's less than 2 games.
Yeah.
That's mad when you consider, all right, he might have been overhyped, but there's problems in that midfield, and you didn't allow him to go on loan.
No. I think he will definitely leave, and I hope he leaves in January. I genuinely hope he leaves, because what we're doing right now, bring on Ugarte, bro. There is absolutely no use in the world for you to bring on Ugarte. This guy was petrified to pass the ball forward.
Martinez in the
he brought on Martinez,
the last 2 minutes.
Yeah. It's a joke, man. I just don't understand. They made 2 substitutions, right? I think they both combined for the goal. But yeah, it's awful, man. Like I said, man, I do believe, that Man United, as mad as you might think, can make the Champions League football this year, just because of how inconsistent this league has become this year. Everybody's getting points of each other. If United were to go on that run, United could get Champions League football. But this manager, his lack of forward thinking and just understanding, let me take a centre back off and let me go and bro, go win the game. If we lose that game, and we went for it, I swear down, bro, you might be mad in isolation, but you'd understand why we put our bodies forward, because we were trying to win the game. But we didn't. We took off our attackers, and it's like, come on, man.
That statement you made, though, it's applicable to United too. United are one of the teams that are also dropping points to make the top 5.
Yeah, I know.
Newcastle can say the same. We can say the same. Villa said the same 4, 5.
But at least people. But I watched Newcastle though. I think, as much as I say, cool, they were, but at least they're forward thinking. They're actually putting players on to win the game. I see teams actually trying to win though. We're not trying to win.
Yeah, I hear that.
You get what I'm trying to say? We're still keeping on a defender. We're still making it a back 5. I'm sorry, at home to West Ham. Loosen up, mate. Just take off a defender and go for it. No one's going to go say to you, oh, you abandoned your principles, Ruben Amorim. You took off your back 5. Does that mean you've given in to the media? bro. Nobody cares. You won the game.
My thing with United is like he's performed so bad, but they've basically like put their chips all on him. Literally roulette. They've cast their chips all on him. They're stuck. Because when you look at their last 2 home performances and results, 10-man Everton and West Ham, and you're only collecting 1 out of 6 points. That is absolutely mental. But because that's not even the tip of the iceberg, because this guy has been so crap, but they're so invested long term, like we're almost normalizing these results. That is terrible. Man United at home, deep that 10-man Everton and West Ham, 1 point out of 6. That is shocking.
You
And
wouldn't
they
believe
don't have European football next week. They're already out of the League Cup. They've played fewer fixtures than most teams in the league.
I know.
In the top half of the table. It's
in the country.
It's actually crazy. They're shocking, man. They're shocking. They're shocking.
Well,
and that's Cunha. And Cunha as well. Cunha, you're going to talk about him?
But I can't lie to you. For me, listen, Base and Mount, I don't think deserve to get dropped. I'll be real with you. I don't know what the manager was thinking there.
He scored against Palace.
Hey, he's on a bit of a high. Like, you know what I mean? If he came off the bench, Cunha, and said, you know what, I'll bring him off the bench. I'm sorry, man. I don't think he deserved to start today. Like, I was saying it out of the ground. And a lot of people say, nah, but we bought Cunha. Yeah, but you got to understand, like, Mount's on a bit of a roll right now. Don't disrupt that rhythm. You feel me? Like, just don't do it. But listen, he did it. You get me? And we paid the price, man.
Mount's actually been good this season when I've watched him.
Yeah, listen, what he does well is that
he's been better. He's been better. Like, obviously, the standards are on the absolute floor, but I think
he's been better than Cunha. He's been better than Cunha.
He's been better than Cunha.
Come on, that's not hard. Cunha's been rubbish for you, and I said this.
I even think Mbumo's levels have gone down though. Like,
in recent weeks they have. Mbumo's terrible against Everton, terrible today.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's because I think you slowly become ingrained in it. I was
exactly.
How many? There's no leadership. You don't have that player. Like, there's not one player at United I can look at and say that's the player that you lot need to listen to, lean on, look at to, see the standard. I think every club, maybe aside from City, has had a British leader in their ranks, and I think that's important in this league as well. Every single one, apart from City.
It's meant to be Bruno, but I think today.
I say British here because I think that's important too. Because I said, every great club in this Premier League, aside from City, and Steve might pop up with a name, but you had Roy Keane, for example, and many English players. We had Tony Evans. They had John Terry. If we talk about Liverpool, we know Liverpool's English leadership during their successful times, whether in Europe or Premier League too. So I just look at Man United and think, yeah, you can call Fernandes a leader because he's been there time. You can call Casemiro a leader because he's come from Real. But none of these men care about Man United. They don't care. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they just do not care.
But the thing is, like, I hear you, Turkish, but it's got to a point now where, like, bro, at least I just need quality now, man. I don't even want passion anymore. I just want to just win games, get into the Champions League, and build that passion into the football club. You know what I mean? I hear you in terms of, like, I mean, they might look around and be like, you know what? Am I bothered? Do I need to do it? But I just think right now, just give me quality, bro. You know what I mean? And we've had passion merchants before, and people say, oh, but McTominay was quality, But let's be honest, man, McTominay, really and truly, I've watched so many games of him, and he worked great for Man United. Did we misprofile him? Yeah. But then we were never going to swap him for Bruno Fernandes. So that was never going to work. So...
Yeah, I see the comments. I said Keane.
But I get what you're trying to say, though, innit?
You know what I mean?
I get what you mean.
Irish is close to the land, brother. So, I just don't. And in the academy, there's no one coming through that I can say that might be the next guy to put it on his shoulders, which is unfair.
There was a guy on the bench. Like, I'm sorry, I know you lot probably not heard of him, bro. But there's a kid called Shea Lacey, and like, he's got talent. But the problem is, though, the manager won't play him. Because he really, what's he gonna really do? That's what he's probably thinking. What's he gonna really do in this system? Like, you know what I mean? And that for me,
the striker from Arsenal that you got.
Cheeto,
Cheeto. No, listen, I don't know what's going on with Cheeto. I can't lie. His development has been a bit stunted a little bit. I can't lie. I don't know what's going on with Cheeto, to be honest with you.
And I tell you what, you got obviously that JJ Gabriel kid's a good player.
Yeah, he's a kid, man. He's 15.
That's what I'm saying, but people are going to sniff around him. They're saying Barcelona.
Yeah, Barcelona, Yeah.
He's going to get United. I mean, if I'm his agent, no disrespect, well, why am I keeping him there? Barcelona come knocking. Well, I'm not keeping him there. I'm taking him away. And this is what United's got to watch. Things have got to change, man. A lot every United game, it's pans to the crowd, and you see Wilcox, Barada, all them boys sat there. What the fuck are they doing, man?
No.
What are they doing? It's not getting any better. The Ineos era is nothing different than the Glazer era. There's nothing different there. There's nothing there.
I don't know if you see what's going on with Nice. They're on a.
They hate him. They want him out there, don't they?
Yeah, no, but it's kicking off badly at Nice, man. Bro, like players are getting like mad abuse and that, and I think they're on a 6 loss.
What they beat, they were punching up Muffy, Terence Muffy,
Yeah,
in them, man, isn't it?
yeah, like they're going berserk, they're going mad. So they haven't even got that place in house. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that what they're doing is right.
They wanted him out of there at Nice because he didn't put any. He said he was going to do this, that, and the other. He's not done anything there.
So look, he can't even get that house in order. So he thinks he's going to come to Man United and do what? Boy.
Let me do the super chats on United then, and then predictions. We've already passed the 2-hour mark, and we've still got an exciting Tottenham conversation to get in. No, even better. Perfect. And 79 says, Amarim, you coward, trying to protect the 1-0 lead. Get out of here. My banter messages will stay in draft. Much love from the Jamal TV fan club. Big up, Ant79 as always. Big up, come on. There was a couple more on United I need to get in before we keep it moving. No, that's a question for me and Tobs. Where are we? Tobs is arrogant. No, not that one. Kolo Mwani says, SAEED calling Tobs stubborn while he's hating on Romero for years. Never a pen, by the way. Kolo would start at United and Romero dunking on SAEED. Lovely.
And we're gonna talk.
Diabolical SAEEDism with a super chat saying, don't understand how he picks Ugarte. Ugarte be kidding me. And give Mainu. As SAEED once said, many solved needs to be problems. You're getting too technical with these super. All we need from you, brother.
Yeah, keep it simple, bro. Don't ruin the bag, man.
We don't want your opinion. We want SAEED quotes. That's it. Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's it. Just bring the quotes, and that's it. Yeah. That's enough, man. You know what I mean?
One said you got to be kidding me, you know.
Yeah. Cool. Prediction: SAEED United away at Wolves.
Brothers, guys, I just want to let you know, Wolves are winless in 14.
2 points.
It would just it would be typical Man United for us to lose against Wolves. Wallahi. And I think for me, like I said to you right now, I'm going to say right now, if we lose to Wolves, Jamal is back. Just going to let you know right now, yeah? I will, I'll be serious with you. If we lose to Wolves, Jamal is back, yeah? That's all I'm going to let you know. I'm going to keep it 100, yeah? So yeah, 2-0 Man United.
2-0.
There's no way.
Brother, that's what I'm saying. That's why
There's no way.
There's no way.
If you lose to Wolves, I'm gonna buy you a United shirt and I'm gonna get number 20 Jamal on the back of it.
I've got a United shirt. Just print it for me.
I will. I'll print it for Jamal. And
just
wear it.
So
I'll wear it.
2-0. I'm going 2-1 United. Steve.
I'm gonna say, you can see Wolves doing something just because that's what things happen like in football.
Yeah. I was close to saying 2-2, but
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 2-1 United. Just
2-1. Tobs.
I'm gonna go 1-0 Man United.
1-0. Matisse.
2-1 United.
2-1, and GRIZZ went 1-0 United as well. So that wraps up United talk, United predictions, and we are left with Tottenham. So 2-2 draw at Newcastle. Refereeing decisions on the radar. Romero overhead kick, and I mean who you got on the weekend? Brentford at home. So it's the Thomas Frank derby.
Yep. We better win that one. No excuses. Better win that one. Newcastle, hard fought point in the end, but still a really, really poor performance for the majority of the game for us. But we defended better, I guess. Like you said, shocking refereeing. Shocking.
I cannot believe
Like,
that. Honestly,
I was actually gobsmacked, and
yeah.
thank God we managed the equalizer, because we would have been shagged. Like, that's the second time they've given Newcastle a bogus penalty against Tottenham. I don't know if you lot remember. There was one years ago. The ball's landing. Eric Dyer's jumped for a header. His arm is still in the air. It's coming down, but the ball landed on his arm. They gave a penalty. Newcastle were battered in this game, mind you, and they score a penalty and they equalize and they get a 1-1 draw. Shocking, man. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. But listen, decent result, all things considered. Now just go beat Brentford. Still not convinced. Still think he probably needs to go. But my mind can be changed. Get my mind back into where it was in August. Please, just win. It's your former team. Just win. Have some shame. Have some pride and just win. Please. I beg, honestly.
Short but sweet. That's how we like it with Tottenham.
I don't think it's much more. I can't lie.
Nah.
Yeah. I can't.
Every week we can have it.
Do you reckon he will be sacked though if he loses to Brentford against his former team? That would be like almost like
No,
it's unforgivable.
I don't think he'll be sacked. I think they'll start thinking about his job. I think if he has a rough December, then he could be sacked.
Wow.
Tobs' team hasn't won a game since before Halloween, but still so giddy after my team loses. Have some shame, brother. Your team still hasn't hit 20 points.
Title challenges.
Who does he support? Is this a Chelsea fan?
Chelsea.
Title challenges.
What's big up Tiki Taka? What's the panel, Turkish and Tobs specifically, opinion on this scrub crying on stream? Has he finally realized his club has gone back to what it was before Roman? Matisse led his community into a massacre. Tobs, opinion?
I think there's nothing wrong with men showing their emotions. He led his army into a war they couldn't win. So yeah.
Nothing wrong with men showing emotions, but fucking keep it behind closed doors.
Wow.
Not on the fucking internet.
Wow. What a disgrace you are.
And this show is sponsored by BetterHelp, so scan the QR code.
I love that.
So funny.
Cool. Hopefully, says, dear Toby, Mourinho outscores all Spurs attackers, 29 GNA in 2025. If he plays 3 years at Spurs, he'll be behind Kane as your top 3 record goal scorer.
What a load of garbage. Next super chat. No.
Garbo says, Tobes takes a dislike to players because he is stubborn. He has a history of this for others. You're right. He's not good. He's great.
Sure.
And another one saying you're arrogant. Mourinho would be Spurs' best player. Guess Spurs fans don't know the meaning of clutch because they're clutch at bottling.
Says the team that have bottled the title 3 years in a row. Interesting.
I mean, disingenuous, but I won't get drawn in.
Sure,
Love more, talk less. Says, how many Prem first team strikers is Mourinho better than? The striker department is fucking
a fair few, to be honest.
Yeah, fair few. That's not doesn't make it right. I mean, football in general is just it's not a good look. A couple more came in on City, so I'll get them after we do predictions. All right, cool. Yeah, that's it. All right, let's do predictions. SAEED, Tottenham, Brentford.
Boy, surely, innit? I'm gonna go with 1-1.
1-1. I'm gonna go. I'll go.
I should have put Brentford.
2. Nah. 2-2. Steve.
1-1.
1-1. Tobes.
2-1 Tottenham. Please.
2-1 Matisse.
Is that hope or is that like what you think?
That's a hope. It's a hope.
At first.
Miss Matisse now.
2-1.
Go on, say it. Say it. I know you want to. So say it.
2-1 Brentford.
I knew.
2-1 Brentford, and GRIZZ has gone 1-1. So there's 3 1-1s there 4 draws in total and a win either way. All right, cool. That's all the predictions. We'll see how that looks on Monday's show when the table is released. We are back on Monday, obviously. Off the top of my head, I can't remember if there's a game on Monday night. I'll quickly check right now.
Again.
Oh, it's you lot, yeah? Wolves. Yes. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So it's another 10:30 start Monday, people. Just a heads up on that. Whilst I get into the remaining super chats, Young Gunner says Prem fans tried to convince me that Haaland was better than Mbappe. Mbappe is levels clear of him. Steve, don't run. Madrid is coming.
Yeah, get in the bin.
Straight. Dennis says, Salam lad. Crazy how far this show has come and how you set the precedent that others followed. No heat for rivals today, not even Tobs. Big up the original Big Six chat show. Love for the love, my bro. Come on, man. Come on, appreciate that, Dennis. And hope you and the family are well. G Scouser says, so far, and it's early, the rivals are putting up a bit of a pathetic display, challenging Steve, saying he's 34 when he's clearly 44, sent me. Oh, yeah, that was right at the beginning of the show. Nish says, I rarely get to catch live shows. Love for the amazing content. Love you all. What does Gary have on Skull? Nudes. That's that. Ibby says, is last week the most pointless burglary ever? Broke into a house, 6 points behind, said his piece to the hostages, then left gifts to open later. 0 out of 10 crime.
Bro, you see Carefree Lewis, man. That's my brother.
A man broke in to give Zakayev early Christmas presents, bro.
Christmas presents, bro. I told you, Santa came early, bro.
Hey, he broke in. He went downstairs. He washed the pots. He took the bins out and fucking tidied up on his way out.
Bro,
I woke up. You know them swans in hotels. I had a swan in the towel at the end of the bed.
Yeah. Rose petals on the edge of the bed and that.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Quality,
it all
man.
makes sense.
Hey ho.
Gusti says Savio wasn't garbage. He is just the fan base's scapegoat. Created a sitter for Haaland and intercepted a solid Fulham chance in the box. I still back him.
Yeah,
We'll
I
see.
still think there's a player there, man.
He was fucking shite.
Yeah, I've never seen you say that, yo. So you know it's bad.
Honestly,
That's
when
crazy.
you say that-
From Steve of all people, that is crazy.
Yeah,
Right. Man United 3-2-1.
He was so bad, man.
Yeah. And yeah. Oh, come on, Steve. Don't be soft. We're allowed to rip Foden a bit, even if he is your golden boy. And last one here from Ennis says, aren't United super effed once AFCON rolls around? Who do United have to play instead of Bournemoth, Ahmad and Mazraoui? I mean, you answered the question with the first part.
Yeah,
they're effed once.
I didn't want to think Man United now. That's
Do you know Savio, what he did, right? He got the ball and there was 8 minutes extra time. He got the ball and he tried to run into the corner with the ball, and there was 8 minutes of extra time to go. And then he realized, oh shit, I can't keep it in the corner for 8 minutes. And then tried to turn and got the ball took off him. I swear to God.
Oh, man. He's so bad.
Bozo, man.
Them things can piss you off, though. I can't lie. So you just hold on to it until he does something big, and then you might forgive him. But all right, cool. We'll wrap it up there, people. Still 6.8K in the building, so hit the like button on the way out. I think we're closing in on 2,000 likes. Really, we should be closing in on 3,000 likes. So last thing you got to do is like, hype, subscribe. Individual channels in the description below. We are back Monday night. Late one again, but I'll put in some early ones across December, early January too, to help accommodate for obviously the time change over here, and the fact that, you know, international supporters of the show tend to get this at 3, 4, 5 in the morning some places. So yeah, we're looking into it. We'll see what we can do, but as long as there's a match on a big 6 show day, it's always going to be a late one, people. So make sure you're there. We will be there. Love for the love. See you soon, people. Peace. We're out.